Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF. Today's best country. Online at highplainsradio.net and on the 101.1 KFNF mobile app. The Oberlin Red Devils are on the air.
Bryson Ketchell with the left corner three. You betcha! Bryson Ketchell with a big triple. Michaela Wasson pops a three and knocks it down. Michaela with a big shot right there. Her first three of the night. Kicks it back out. Gage Willoughby for three. You betcha! Gage Willoughby with 7 points. Briley Minnick pops a three and she knocks it down. Briley with 5 points on the night.
Coverage of Red Devil athletics is brought to you in part by
AquaShield Roofing, Creative Collision, Colligan of Oberlin, Decatur Co-op, Decatur County Beef, Decatur Health, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, FNB Bank of Oberlin, Frederickson Insurance Agency, High Plains Podiatry, J.D. Skiles Company, Nextech, Nutrient Ag Solutions of Oberlin, R&M Service Center, Ray's Grocery, The Bank in Downtown Oberlin, United Northwest Federal Credit Union, and Ward Drug Store.
high school basketball is on the air. Red Devil Courtside starts now. Here's Sam Knoll.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome here from Oberlin, Kansas for another edition of Red Devil Basketball on today's Best Country 101.1 KFNF, as tonight the Oberlin Red Devils host the Northern Valley Huskies. I'm Sam Knoll giving you all the play-by-play action. Let's dive a little deeper into our first matchup of the night on the girls' side of things between Oberlin and Northern Valley. The Northern Valley Lady Huskies come in tonight with a record of 3-7, but don't let that record judge the way you think they're going to be tonight, as the Huskies have played quite a few tough teams to start the season and are coming off of a big win just last night against Hill City, 38-29. Plus, the Huskies last year started 1-8 and still made the state tournament. So is it kind of interesting how the Huskies always start? Yes, and could they be on one of those runs again? We will see. But the Huskies once again come in tonight with a record of 3-7. The Huskies this season are being led by a two-headed monster of Delaney Sides. The 5'6" senior is averaging 9.7 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, and 2.4 assists per game. Along and with that second head of the two-headed monster is Jordan Cox, the 5'7" sophomore, 9.2 points per game, 9.3 rebounds per game, and 2.2 assists per game. Oberlin certainly has to stop those two if they want to take down the Lady Huskies tonight. As for the Lady Red Devils, they come into tonight with a record of 5-3, coming off that tough loss last Tuesday on the road in Oakley by a final score of 48-41. The Red Devils found themselves down 19-16 at half, but rallied back to take the lead 35-34 after three, but were outscored in the final and fourth quarter 14-6 for a 48-41 final score. The Red Devils now 5-3 so far this season. Obviously, are being led by Briley Minnick, with 17.5 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game, and 3.1 assists per game. Can't forget to mention the play of Elsie Larson, 6.8 points per game, and Jenna Fortin at 8.1 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, and 3.3 assists per game. But someone to look out for tonight is Jory Fortin, coming off of a big week last week there, Tuesday in Oakley, where she scored her season-high 9 points and raised her point average to 3.6 points per game. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we sit down and talk with head coach of the Red Devils, Brandon Gehring. That's all still to come right here on 101.1 KFNF.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
Say no to bad roofs. Say yes to AquaShield Roofing. With over 17 years of providing A-plus services. Roofs, siding, gutters, windows, doors, and spray foam insulation. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call at 785-475-2533. AquaShieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
with the right touch. Bent metal, shattered glass, and twisted frames can be restored to their original glory. At Creative Collision, they have one simple mantra: repair, restore, renew. It's about taking damaged vehicles and transforming them into something sleek, smooth, and safe. Comprehensive auto body repair and restoration. Available exclusively at Creative Collision in Oberlin, Kansas. Revive it, drive it, and love it. Call for an estimate at 785-470-2130 or visit Creative Collision's virtual garage online at creativecollisionoberlin.com.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Colligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Colligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Colligan, better water, pure and simple.
When you think of Decatur Co-op, do you think about grain? Feed your livestock, horses or pets, propane, supplies? How about tires? Yes, Decatur Co-op in Oberlin has a tire shop that specializes in tire repair, along with oil changes, exhaust, front-end alignment, and major mechanical work. Bet you didn't know all that. Well, now you know. And the next time you need any of those services, think of Decatur Co-op at the railroad tracks in Oberlin. Book your appointment. Call 785-475-2234.
Time to sit down and get the thoughts from the head coach on today's Best Country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome into Red Devil Courtside, getting you ready for our first matchup tonight between the Oberlin Red Devils and the Northern Valley Huskies on the girls' side of things. And we're joined alongside with head coach of the Lady Red Devils, Brandon Gehring. Boy, coach, can you believe it? Northwest Kansas League tournament's coming up next week, and kind of like, we always talk, it seems like the postseason's just right around the corner after that. It's crazy how fast January's flying by, isn't it?
Yeah, as soon as this week and next week's over with, it's like you're already starting to think about postseason. There's still a lot of basketball in between those games, but it definitely you start feeling the end of the season nearing after the league tournament's over with.
Let's flip it back to last week and talking about that tough Oakley loss, 48-41 there on the road. Man, it was a tough one. It seemed like you guys were able to get back in it, take the lead, and just couldn't find the shots or kind of the possessions to walk away with the win. I guess what were your kind of thoughts after that tough loss on Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the end of the game on film, and, there was a few mistakes that we made, some crucial mistakes right at the end of the game, but honestly, I don't think it really came down to that. Our first half wasn't very good, especially our first quarter. We let them hit the offensive glass, and that's what killed us. I think I had them for 15 points off offensive rebounds, and most of that was in the first half. I just felt like if we would have taken care of business in the first half, it wouldn't have came down to just those couple possessions at the end. But, the one thing about this squad is we didn't play well, and then we battled and showed some resilience and continued to fight and got ourselves back in the lead. And then, Oakley's a good team. Oakley's got a lot of young, athletic girls that are fast, and then they got their junior and Jade Becklin. She was hard to keep out of the paint. She was so quick, and she got to her spots and scored. And unfortunately, we just didn't make the plays at the end that we needed to.
Yeah, you mentioned that kind of maybe not having your best game, but still being able to put up quite a fight against a really tough team. And obviously, there's a lot of things you can think about coming out of a tough loss like that, but that kind of has to be at the top of, hey, girls, we didn't even really play probably the best like we should have, and still, had it in our hands down to the wire there, so something to hang your hat on, right?
Yeah, we just really focused on fixing some stuff as far as our rebounding goes, and trying to exert even more effort there. And there's some stuff I could have done, I felt like, to help our team and put us in better positions to rebound. But yeah, we're right in the game, and I knew going into that game Oakley's record didn't indicate how good of a basketball team they were. They had 3 losses. They were tough teams they lost to, and I think they were all by 1 or 2 points. And so Oakley's a good team, and unfortunately we just, like I said, didn't make the plays, but proud of the girls for battling like they did.
Yeah, you mentioned that first quarter as well, and kind of the first half not getting off to the best start like you wanted. Only 4 points there in that first quarter, which had kind of been a flip of what you've been having, where you got out to great starts over the last 2 or 3 games, and that kind of really shows, hey, getting off to that fast start is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it helps with our confidence. And unfortunately, that was one thing that we weren't able to do against Oakley, and we knew going into the game that Oakley's first 5 minutes or 5 minutes that you've got to be able to absorb it and handle, because they come right at you, and they've got all sorts of speed and energy that they play with, and if you can handle those 5 minutes, then hopefully you give yourself a chance at the end of the game. And so we knew it was going to be tough to maybe get off to the start that we had, but hopefully we can flip that around and get off to that kind of start tonight that we like to, and help our confidence.
Yeah, obviously Briley had quite the night getting in double figures, but I thought someone that really kind of stepped up and kind of, came out of nowhere maybe a little bit was Jory. I know she's been having a tough start to the season, but, man, she stepped up big for you even in that tough loss, didn't she? Yeah,
and, Jory, she's going to be fun to coach. She's so quick, and she loves the game, and she understands the game. It's just getting her to settle into her own a little bit and realize that she doesn't have to make plays when they're not there, to take what the defense gives you. And I think we finally kind of saw that a little bit out of Jory on Tuesday. And Jory's going to be a big player for us, not just going into her sophomore, junior, senior year, but I think she's going to be a big player for us this year. She's got a lot of good basketball ahead of her, and I'm glad she's only a freshman and that she's on my team, because she's going to be a big-time part of our program.
Yeah, boy, she put up that layup there where I don't even think she looked at the basket and just kind of threw it up over the back of her head, and it went in. It was pretty fun to see her run down the floor with a big smile on her face, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think she shocked herself, but honestly, we practiced kind of those awkward, wrong hand type layups and reverse layups, and so I wasn't surprised it went in, but her reaction was pretty funny, and the fact that her older sister's the one that set her up for that kind of shot makes it even funnier.
That's for sure. And we've kind of mentioned it here. A tough Oakley team coming out of playing against some teams that don't have the best record, but you guys were able to take care of them and stuff like that. I guess, do you think your team learned a lot in that Oakley game?
I just think we realized that against teams like that, we've got to step our physicality up. I thought Oakley was more physical than we were early, and that's something that we've addressed in practice since that game. And hopefully, that's something we will grow from, because, if you want to get to the places we want to get to, and especially in our league, we're going to have to be physical, because if not, you're going to get taken advantage of.
Yeah, you mentioned the league. You get another non-league opponent tonight in Northern Valley, and they're coming in, not off to the best start, but as you know, last year they didn't get off to the best start either, and still wound up making the state tournament. So it's a very good Northern Valley team, and it's going to be a battle tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. They're young this year, except for the sides girl, and she's been a starter for them for a long time, and she's a really good outside shooter. But outside of her, they're pretty young team, and Coach Lewis, he's done a good job with them, and last year he was obviously able to get their season on track, and then they made a run and knocked off the number 1 seed at the state tournament, and so you just never know. You can't ever overlook your opponent, and hopefully we're ready to handle what they're going to throw at us tonight.
Yeah, kind of a big, maybe another confidence booster. I know your team, like you said, kind of going into that Oakley game, you felt like you guys were, really big on the confidence meter there going into that game, and trying to get some of that back tonight would be huge, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so, because once we get through tonight, we got a tough game on Friday, and then we're right into the league tournament. So I'm hoping that we're starting to work out some of the kinks that we've had, and confidence continues to grow, and I would love to go into our league tournament kind of as the dark horse, and and have that confidence that we can play with and maybe upset a few teams.
Well, Coach, thanks for being able to sit down and chat, and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high-moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pin riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad you did.
There's absolutely no better way to start 2025 than beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
The Red Devils play here on today's Best Country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oberlin, just about set and ready to get going here tonight for our first matchup on the girls' side of things between Oberlin and Northern Valley. And like I kind of hinted at there in our open, Northern Valley, even though they're off to a tough start, that doesn't mean they're not a good ball club, as last year the Huskies got off to a 1-8 start but went 12-5 to finish the year at 13-13 before making it to the state tournament, where before that in the sub-state tournament they would take down Wheatland Grinnell in the championship 54-50, Thunder Ridge in the semifinals 37-25, and go on the road and beat Golden Plains, who was the 3 seed in the tournament, beat them 45-29. So that's where the run started. It continued all the way into the state tournament, where they took down number 1 seeded South Haven in the first round 49-42. They would lose to Hanover in the state semifinals and lose to Wallace County in the 3rd and 4th place game, but still a 4th place finish for a team that finished the year 13-13. I think head coach Dean Lewis would take that any day of the week, that's for sure. And like I mentioned, off to another tough start this season for the Huskies. Their 3 wins have came against Tri-Plains Brewster 67-16, Thunder Ridge 45-14, and then winning last night against Hill City 38-29. Northern Valley in that win, 45 rebounds. They shot just 26% from the floor, 17% from behind the arc, but 60% from the free throw line. Committed 28 turnovers, but still were able to walk away with the win at 38-29. It probably wasn't the most prettiest one if you would ask head coach Dean Lewis, but a win is a win, and the Huskies come in tonight with a record of 3-7. And like you kind of heard there with head coach Brandon Gehring, a lot of plays left out on the floor, I guess you could say, last week against Oakley, especially down the stretch where it seemed like the ball couldn't go in the hoop for the Red Devils, and they'll try to get off to a little bit of a better start here tonight. Just 4 points in that first quarter against Oakley last week. We're able to rally back, get 12 in the second, only be down 3 at the half, but like I mentioned, it was kind of a game of runs in both the boys and the girls contest last week as well. But should be a good one tonight here from Oberlin. Northern Valley and Oberlin will have it coming up next here on 101.1 KFNF.
Insurance, it seems like you can never have enough, and when it comes to peace of mind, it's good to have the right insurance in place. Fredrickson Insurance Agency in Oberlin can help you do just that. Fredrickson's can help with supplemental insurance for your home, farm, business, auto, and yes, even your crop. Fredrickson's will help you find the best plan from the best companies. Insurance, get the best from Fredrickson Insurance Agency next to the Landmark in downtown Oberlin, 785-475-3883.
A step towards better health. High Plains Podiatry.
If you've tried everything to get rid of your warts, High Plains Podiatry offers innovative, swift microwave therapy. Swift is clean and unevasive to get rid of your warts, leaving no blisters or scarring. And it doesn't even need bandages. Move on from warts with amazingly effective wart removal technique from High Plains Podiatry. Call 345-3773 or visit highplainspodiatry.com.
Forget the flashy ads and gimmicks. Farmers, you need fertilizer equipment you can trust. J.D. Skiles in Atwood, Kansas delivers what truly matters: integrity and innovation. From custom fertilizer trailers and pit stop chemical systems to liquid fertilizer systems, they've got it all. Need more efficient spraying equipment? They have the most innovative ATV and UTV sprayers available. No frills, just quality. Visit them online at jdskiles.com or 101 Grant Street in Atwood, Kansas today. J.D. Skiles, where farming meets excellence without compromise.
Nextech is proud to now offer social media monitoring from Bark, designed by parents for parents. Bark is a service that scans text messages, over 30 social media apps, and other online activity, keeping you informed and your child protected. With Bark from Nextech, parents get alerts for potential dangers easily and effortlessly. Interested in learning more? Visit next-tech.com/bark or call 877-625-7872.
Red Devil Athletics on today's Best Country, 101.1 KFNF.
Back here from Oberlin, just about set and ready to go for tonight's girls matchup between the Oberlin Lady Red Devils and the Northern Valley Lady Huskies. Let's take you through our starting lineups. We'll start with the Lady Huskies under head coach Dean Lewis. It's 5'4" sophomore JC Gebhard, 5'8" freshman Hayden Cox, 5'6" senior Delaney Sides, 5'7" sophomore Jordan Cox, and 5'7" sophomore Irish Schimper. Once again for the Huskies, it's Gebhard, Cox, Sides, Cox, and Schimper. For the Oberlin Lady Red Devils under head coach Brandon Gehring, it's 5'10" junior Briley Minnick, 5'10" senior Michaela Wasson, 5'6" sophomore Elsie Larson, 5'3" senior Jenna Fortin, and 5'6" sophomore Maria Rodriguez. Once again for the Oberlin Red Devils, Minnick, Wasson, Larson, Fortin, and Rodriguez. Should be a good one tonight. These two met up last year on the road. If you can remember, this game was supposed to take place kind of as the first game right out of Christmas break, but we had that huge blizzard and long days of just very cold weather, so the game was canceled, or postponed, I should say, back all the way until February 15th, and that's when Oberlin would make the trip up there to Northern Valley. It was a busy week that week, as Oberlin would have a game on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, but the Red Devils would take down Northern Valley 61-37, and that's kind of when Northern Valley is right after that. They really got hot. They were kind of hot going into that game, but really got hot coming out of it. Briley Minnick in center circle along with Hayden Cox, and we are underway here from Oberlin as Briley Minnick will win the tip, and Jenna Fortin brings it across the timeline, throws over to Elsie Larson. Larson on the drive, all the way to the left low block, puts it up and in for two with the bake. Count the bucket and one. Elsie Larson putting the head down right away, taking to the rack, and she'll out of the free throw line to shoot one. So Elsie Larson right away from the get-go off with a great and one shot, and now we've got a little bit of a conference here between the officials. I think they're just making sure who the foul was on. And the foul will go against JC Gebhard, her first, team foul number 1. And Elsie Larson will be at the free throw line here. Larson on the season, 12 of 18 for 67%. And she drains that one. 3 points for Elsie Larson right out of the gate. Red Devils bringing on that press, and already it's working as Maria Rodriguez is almost able to steal the inbounds pass, but will force a jump ball instead. So it'll stay with the Huskies, who have it underneath the Oberlin hoop here. Trying to go left to right across the timeline. With the basketball is Cox. Cox racing it up the far side of the floor, left to right across the timeline. Dribbles it all the way out of the left corner. Now trying to bring it back up to the top of the key. Working against the 1-3-1 defense from the Red Devils. Hands it off to Gebhard. Gebhard trying to skip it over. Stolen away by Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to push it ahead of Briley Minnick. It'll be tapped out of bounds by Hayden Cox. And it'll stay with the Lady Red Devils underneath their own hoop with 7:29 to go in the first quarter of play. Jenna Fortin with the basketball there. Slaps it once, and now is looking to get it in. again. Jenna still looking, lobs it up over the top. Maria Rodriguez steps into her right wing three. No. Rebound underneath. Karams a couple of times, and finally brought down by Hayden Cox. And the freshman will lead it back the other way with a long charge ahead. Now pump faking, driving, and laying it up on the right low block is Cox. She missed it. Rebound underneath there for the Huskies. They go back up for two, and now will foul Elsie Larson, who came down with a rebound on the second chance opportunity about 90 feet away from the basket. And the foul will go against Jordan Cox, her first team foul number 2. And so just like that, Northern Valley, not even a minute into the game, already has 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Across the top line, Jenna Fortin throws over to the right wing for Briley Minnick. Briley looking, trying to run the pick and roll there. Now skips it over to Jenna. Jenna with the basketball on the left wing. Jenna trying to run the pick and roll to Michaela Wasson. Overshoots her a little bit. Michaela saves it in. Bounce to Elsie Larson in the right short corner. Throws it back out right wing to Briley Minnick. Top of the key for Michaela Watson. Watson with the basketball over to the left wing. Again here for Jenna. Jenna pump fakes, now looking to drive, but instead will travel with the basketball first, and we see our second turnover between each team today. First for the Red Devils, 3-0 lead for Oberlin. 6:45 to go with the first quarter of play. Working against that 1-3-1 press there, and they're able to break it as Cox brings it up the near side, right to left to right. Now 3 ball there in the right corner, missed from sides. Rebound will be brought down underneath by Maria Rodriguez, and she'll draw a foul from the green jerseys of the Lady Huskies. And that'll be the second foul on Jordan Cox, the 5'7" sophomore. And with 6:30 to go over the first quarter of play, Northern Valley has 3 fouls and no points. With the basketball, Elsie Larson gets it to Jenna Fortin inside. Briley Minnick drop step on the left low block, and she'll put it up and in for 2. Briley Minnick with her first 2 points of the contest gives the Red Devils a 5-0 lead here with 6:11 to go. Cox again will break up the press, left to right across the timeline. Now with the rack and throws up the shot, but missed everything on the layup. Airballed it. Elsie Larson now up the near side, right to left across the timing strip. Gets it off to Michaela Watson over to the right wing for Jenna Fortin. Fortin with the basketball, dribbled it out there, looking to get it inside here to Briley. She does on the right low block, but it'll be taken away from behind by Jordan Cox. Cox up the far side of the floor, now spins back, brings it up to the near side with JC Gebhard. Gebhard across the top line all the way to the right corner, where she'll have it knocked out of bounds almost twice, but finally knocked out of bounds by Jenna Fortin. It'll stay with the Northern Valley Huskies with 5:39 to go, as they'll inbound it from the right corner of the floor. Lob pass, trying to get it inside, stolen away by Maria Rodriguez. Maria hits Elsie Larson. Larson trying to take it coast to coast, dumped it out, trying to dump it off underneath there to Briley Minnick. Instead, dumps it back to Northern Valley, and then Maria Rodriguez will commit a foul in transition, trying to slow down JC Gebhard. So that foul will go against Maria, her first team foul number 1 for the Red Devils in the quarter. 5:29 to go, 5-0 lead. Red Devils again with a little bit of a press here. Across the timeline with the basketball is Cox, lobbing it up, and she'll have it thrown away. Jenna Fortin the push ahead to Briley Minnick. Briley finds Maria Rodriguez down right lane line, missed the layup there on the right low block, tapped around for the rebound, finally brought down by Hayden Cox. Cox looking to get it back. She does, this time to Jordan Cox. Cox in between a double team there is able to kick it back out to Hayden. Hayden right wing extended, looking at the 1-3-1 defense, throws it over to Jordan Cox. Now a skip pass to sides, trying to get it inside to Schimper. It'll be tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay here with Northern Valley underneath their own hoop. So Northern Valley with a basketball underneath their own hoop, and a steal there by Jenna Fortin, but then Jenna will dribble it off her foot and out of bounds. 4 turnovers apiece for either team in the early going. 4:54 to go. Kick out, 3 ball all the way for Northern Valley. That's in and out. It was halfway down there for JC Gebhard, who has made 8 threes so far this season. Couldn't get the 9th. Across the timeline, Jenna Fortin hands it off. Elsie Larson. Larson drives it to the top of the key. Now to Jenna. Jenna with the basketball in the left low wing. Now kicks it out here to Briley Minnick. Briley trying to use the guard-to-guard screen, and will dribble it off her foot and out of bounds. And back to Northern Valley it goes with 4:34 to go. So the Red Devils, that fast start that they were wanting, not really coming, but off to a 5-0 lead. Long skip pass down the floor to the hands of sides, kicks it back out. Cox down right lane line, trying to dump it off to Schimper, who loses the basketball, kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way here for Cox. That'll be by Gebhard, That'll be off the mark. Rebound brought down by Elsie Larson. Larson up the near side, dribbles herself around a trap, and will dribble herself actually into a foul. And that foul will go against Hayden Cox, her first foul, number 4 on Northern Valley in the quarter. So Oberlin, next time there's a foul, we'll head to the free throw line. Jenna Fortin brings it across the timeline after the inbounds in front of the Northern Valley bench. Into the high post for Maria Rodriguez, was trying to get it there to Elsie Larson. Larson almost lost it, gets it in the right corner, back to Jenna on the right wing. Jenna crosses over, gets it to Michaela Wasson at the top of the key. Over to the left wing here for Briley Minnick. Briley looking to drive, stops at the top of the key. Over to Elsie Larson. Out to Jenna Fortin in the right wing corner. Jenna with the basketball on the drive. Kicks it out to Michaela Wasson. Over to Jenna again. 3:48 to go in the first quarter of play. Jenna with the basketball right wing. Over to the left wing. Elsie Larson pump fakes. Drives wide open. Lane down to the hoop. And she'll lay it up and in for 2. Elsie Larson with a great ball fake. She's got 5 points. All of them in this first quarter. And it's 7-0. Red Devils in front with 3:30 left in the first quarter. Solo drive all the way down the floor there for Jordan Cox, and she was looking to get it to Schimper, but it goes right through her hands and out of bounds. So to go back to the Red Devils here with 3:27 to go with the first quarter of play. 7-0 lead Red Devils. Elsie Larson with 5 of the 7. Jenna Fortin brings it across the timeline over to Briley Minnick on the right wing. Briley rejects the screen, now drives it all the way to the rack there on the right leg baseline. Had Elsie Larson wide open. Back out to Briley Minnick in the right short corner. Briley with her back to the basket. And 3 seconds will be called on the Red Devils. 6 turnover for the Red Devils in this quarter. So the Red Devils maybe just need to clean it up a little bit, but still do have a comfortable lead here at 7-0. And Maria Rodriguez again almost comes in to steal the inbounds pass. Hayden Cox will inbound here as she looks at that 1-3-1 press, and Dean Lewis wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. 3:09 left, first quarter, 7-0 lead in favor of the Red Devils here on 101.1 KFNF.
Industry, built by a labor of love, blood, sweat, and tears. An industry that is constantly changing at an increasing rate with not enough hours in the day. Nutrien Ag Solutions is here to help carry the burden by offering multiple financing options, in-depth soil health and productivity analysis, field-by-field seed recommendations, and industry-leading services. Nutrien, working smarter and harder. Contact your local Nutrien today.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
3:09 left here in the first quarter of play. Quick steal on the inbounds pass. Michaela Watson throws it ahead of Maria Rodriguez on the right low block, and she'll be fouled. Out of the free throw line here to shoot 2. So that was coming out of the timeout there. Hayden Cox called for the foul. That's the 5th on the Huskies, so the Red Devils will shoot 2 anytime there's a foul now. Maria Rodriguez at the free throw line for her first shot, and that's up and off the mark. The Red Devils, who have been so good at the free throw line this season, shooting 62% as a team. Second one of the way for Maria, and that's up and in. 1 point now for her, and an 8-0 even lead here for the Red Devils. 3:03 left, first quarter of play. Throw up the far sideline, and trying to get it to Jordan Cox there was Hayden Cox, was able to get it to her, and also draw a foul as well in the process against Jenna Fortin. That'll be her first foul. Team foul number 2 for the Red Devils in the quarter. Gebhard with the basketball, left wing extended, throws over to Cox. Cox with the basketball now, throws it back over to Gebhard on the left wing, out of the left corner. 4 sides, looking to get it back up to the left wing, almost stolen away, but Maria Rodriguez will tap it off her hands and out of bounds, and will stay with the Huskies on their side of the floor. They'll inbound across from the Red Devil bench. Jenna Fortin has checked her way out of the contest. Jory Fortin has checked her way out of the contest for the Red Devils. 2:48 to go in the first quarter of play. Into Cox. Cox with the basketball, trying to get it inside, tapped around, stolen away. It was Jory Fortin to first tap it. Elsie Larson completes the steal. Jory up the floor to Jenna. Jenna gets it inside. Briley Minnick, right low block. She turns, spins, and puts it up and in for 2. Briley Minnick now with 4 points and make it a 10-0 lead in favor of the Red Devils. Cox working against the press again here, throws it across the way to Delaney's side. Sides with a long skip pass. That'll be stolen away. Back-to-back turnovers for the Huskies. Jenna Fortin with a long push ahead to Larson. Larson with the basketball on the left wing. Finds a wide open Briley Minnick underneath, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. No one found Briley on the way back, and it's a 12-0 lead in favor of the Red Devils with 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Timeout again, taken by the Huskies. We'll take one with them. Red Devils lead it 12-0 here in the first quarter on 101.1 KFNF.
to talk right now.
What happened? Did something break?
Yes, it's the A word. Now go to the kitchen.
The A word? What do you mean?
Appliances. Our fridge is from R&M Service Center, and they're having a sale. Let's get a new one.
At R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin, find top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. Don't forget they service what they sell. Get your new appliance today at R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
2:08 left here in the first quarter, and the Red Devils lead it 12-0 over the Northern Valley Huskies as the Red Devils have been wreaking havoc on the defensive side of the ball. They have forced 8 turnovers from the Huskies so far in the contest. Sides with the basketball, trying to throw it back, barely gets it back there to Gebhardt. Gebhardt now looking to get it up front to Side, stolen away this time by Jenna Fortin all over the rack, and she'll be fouled and went back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Gebhardt there was looking to do a little bit of a jump pass, and when she left her feet, Jenna Fortin was all over her and was able to force the steal and take it to the rack and to be fouled. That foul goes against Delaney Sides, her first. And Jenna Fortin's at the free throw line. First one of the way for her drops home. Jenna with her first points of the contest. Now 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 1 of 1 at the free throw line, I should say. 15 of 23 on the season for Jenna, 65%. Coming off of a 7-point performance against Oakley her last time out. Drains both of them to make it 14-0 Red Devils here with 1:56 left in the first quarter. Up the far side of the floor, gets it inside to Schimper there, but it'll be stolen away from behind by Jory Fortin. Jory, the push ahead to Elsie. Elsie taking it coast to coast, dumps it off Briley Minnick, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. Great find by Elsie Larson. Briley with 8 points. It's 16-0, and the quick pass up the floor will be tapped out of bounds by Jory Fortin there. That was Jory stealing the pass from Gebhardt, who was trying to get it inside to Schimper, but it'll be used tapped away from behind by Jory Fortin. The Red Devils lead at 16-0, 1:38 to go in the first quarter of play. With the basketball across the timeline, Hayden Cox throws it over to the left wing for Gebhardt. Gebhardt with the basketball, wraps it around with one hand to Cox. Cox above the volleyball line with a skip pass over to Sides in the left corner. Back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt with the basketball above the volleyball line, kicks it back out to Cox over to the left wing on the drive all the way, laying it up and in for 2 is Jordan Cox down the right lane line, and that'll break the scoreless streak for Northern Valley. Their first points coming with just 1:09 left in the first quarter, 16-2. McCaden Kettrell hoists up a 3, just misses it off front iron. Rebound brought down by Gebhardt. Gebhardt up the near side, and we'll have it stolen away by McCaden Kettrell, but then Kettrell will go over and back after she commits the steal. And so it'll stay with Northern Valley, who inbounds just to the right of their own bench. Across the timeline is Cox above the volleyball line. Has it stolen away by Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez has it carry him all the way to the right corner. Finds McCaden Kettrell on the left low block. She missed it. Goes back up again. Misses that one. 2 bunny layups missed there. And then a foul committed by the Red Devils, as McCaden Kettrell had the wide open layup there on the left low block, but just couldn't find the right touch to bring it home. The foul goes against Michaela Wasson, her first team foul, number 3 for the Red Devils in the quarter. Sides with a long pass into the middle of the floor. Now with the basketball is Cox, and Cox will draw a foul. This one from Jory Fortin. That was Jordan Cox, who was kind of one of the outlets at the end of the floor for the Huskies, and she turns it into a foul as they get it back out here to Gebhardt in the left corner after having it underneath the hoop to Sides. Top of the key, Sides for 3. No, long rebound brought down by McCaden Kettrell into a double team. She's able to avoid it, throws it off to Jenna Fortin. Jenna up the middle of the floor and has it taken away from behind, but Maria Rodriguez gets it back, hands it off to Michaela Watson, who goes up for 2 on the right low block, and she'll be fouled. We'll head back to the free throw line to shoot 2. So the Red Devils here with 19 seconds to go in the first quarter at the free throw line with Michaela Watson. Michaela, 62% free throw shooter, 16 of 26 so far this season. First one of the way for Michaela is up and rattles home after it touched every part of the rim. 17-2, 15-point lead for the Red Devils, and make it a 16-point lead, 18-2 game. Michaela Wasson now with 2 points on the night. 19 seconds to go with the first quarter of play. Red Devils putting on the press again into Delaney sides, up the near side of the floor. Cox in trouble there, working against Story. Fortin, it'll be stolen away. Shelby Weigel comes up with a loose ball. Ella Willoughby with the basketball. Willoughby kicks it back out to Maria Rodriguez in the right corner. Maria looking to get it off to somebody. Jory almost loses it underneath her legs, trying to get it back to Willoughby. It'll be stolen away, and that's where time will run out. So a couple of turnovers right before the end of the quarter, but we head to quarter number 2 here from Oberlin. It is Oberlin 18, Northern Valley 2. It's Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF.
Where hometown charm meets fresh market dreams. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin is a feast for the senses. Hand-picked produce, sizzling steaks, and hearty roasts await your dinner table. Quality soars in every aisle. And when the lunch bell rings, their deli dishes out delights that'll turn your midday meal into a culinary escape on select days. See store for details. Shopping at Ray's is a breeze, leaving the heavy lifting to them as they escort your groceries right to your car. Experience the difference at Ray's Grocery. Fresh, friendly, and always local. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin.
There is a difference between going to the bank and going to the bank. When you go to the bank, it's just,
hello, welcome to the bank. How can we bore you?
But when you go to the bank,
hi, welcome to the bank. How can we help you?
And that help is offered to you in 13 northern Kansas locations to help your financial goals become a reality. From services and loans to state-of-the-art financial products, come to where the difference is better. The Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back here from Oberlin. Start of quarter number 2, 18-2. Red Devils in front. Larson with the basketball, trying to get it inside to Shelby Weigel. Weigel almost has it stolen away. Finds Briley Minnick cutting down the right lane line. Briley with a couple of dribbles. In trouble there. Finds Maria Rodriguez at the free throw line. She'll pull up from 15 feet. No. Long rebound. Karam's out and will be brought down by Hayden Cox, who is fouled in transition, taking it up the near side. Left to right across the top line. The foul goes against Maria. Her second and team foul number 1 for the Red Devils in the quarter. Hayden Cox is able to get it into Gebhard. Back to Cox. Cox with the basketball. Right wing extended. Takes one dribble. Throws over to Gebhard on the left wing. Now decides in the left corner. Trying to shoot it underneath to Schimper. And she'll overthrow her. It'll go out of bounds. So between each team now, that's 11 turnovers for the Huskies and 8 for the Red Devils. 19 combined turnovers. Jenna Fortin brings it across the timeline here. 7:27 to go. Hands it off to Elsie Larson to Jenna. Jenna with the basketball on the left wing. Jenna Fortin looking for something to happen here. Gets it off to Briley Minnick. Briley using the screen from Jenna. Looking to get it to her underneath. Was just a little too late, but Jenna coming back to the bowl will force a foul. Northern Valley fans not liking it. Could have went either way. And the foul will go against Delaney Sides, the senior for the Huskies, her second, team foul number 1. With the basketball, Jenna looking to get it inbounded underneath her own hoop. Jenna still looking. She's in trouble. Lobs it up over the top to Briley. Briley with the basketball at the top of the key. Briley now takes it just inside the arc on the right wing to Shelby Weigel at the top of the key over to Elsie Larson. Almost stolen away. Now Weigel with a long skip pass over to Jenna. Jenna driving right baseline. Nowhere to go there. Pulls it back out. Backdoor cutting. Maria Rodriguez down right lane line. Missed it. Shelby Weigel with the offensive rebound. She goes up for 2. Misses that. Almost gets her own rebound again. Instead loses it. It's kicked out to Jenna Fortin. She'll pull up for 15 feet and hit. So after all of that, kind of a broken play underneath, the Red Devils able to turn it into 2, 20-18 now. Sides coming in, trying to help out Cox. It'll be almost stolen away, and now it'll go off of Cox's hands, out of bounds. Back to the Red Devils, or it should here. Yes, it will. And that's turnover number 12 for the Huskies. 20-2. Red Devils lead it by 18 here in quarter number 2 with 6:38 to go. Bradley Minnick to inbound. Gets it inside of Michaela Wasson. Back out to Fortin. Left wing 3. Off back iron. Can't get the Karam home on the front part of the iron. Sides comes down with a rebound. Lob pass ahead to Gebhard. Will be tapped away and now stolen away by Jenna Fortin. Jenna up the far side of the floor. Finds a streaking Briley Minnick down left lane line. And that's up and in for 2 from the left low block. 10 points for Briley Minnick, 22-2. Red Devils lead it by an even 20. Down the floor quickly is Cox trying to get it to Schimper in the left low block. It'll be tapped away from behind out of bounds, but they say last touched by a white jersey, beating the Lady Red Devils, and it'll stay with the Huskies underneath their own hoop. 6:12 to go. Cox looking, swings it out to sides. Lob pass inside Schimper, stolen away from behind this time. Now it's Jenna Fortin up the middle of the floor, taking it coast to coast to the rack. Count the bucket and one. Jenna Fortin, no one stop ball. She takes it coast to coast and lays it in for 2. So Jenna Fortin now with 6 points and to make it 24-2. Red Devils lead it by 22 points. The foul goes against J.C. Gebhard, the 5'4 sophomore, second foul of the contest. Jenna with the and one. It's up off the side iron, and Schimper has it tapped out of her hands, but into the hands of Cox with a rebound. Cox up the middle of the floor, brings it across the top, out of the right wing now for Gebhard. One-handed pass to Cox. Cox down left lane line, trying to wrap it back out, and it'll be stolen away again, this time by Jenna Fortin. Fortin looking for a little bit of help. She was trying to pass it up the far side of the floor, stolen away by Cox, and then Jenna reaching in there, working against Cox, will tap it out of bounds, but a foul will be called first. So 9 turnover for the Red Devils, 14 for the Huskies there. That foul goes against Jenna, her second. Team foul number 2 for the Red Devils in the quarter. Inside here on the left lane, now taking it over to the right side are the Huskies, and a foul will be called. That looked like it was Jordan Cox that put up the shot, but a foul comes in on the rebound, and it will go against Jordan Cox, so that'll be her third foul. And team foul number 3 here in the quarter. And Renee Horacek, will come in. 24-2. 5:37 to go in the second quarter of play. Jory Fortin with the basketball across the timeline, just inside the volleyball arc. Now dumps it off to Briley Minnick in the right low block. She turns, spins, goes up for 2, and it's blocked underneath by Hayden Cox. Great job by Hayden, staying straight up and down to block Briley Minnick. Now Hayden Cox taking it coast to coast, pulls it back out in the left wing, in trouble there in a double team, barely gets it back in bounce to Gebhard. Gebhard will be stolen away by Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez down the right lane line over the rack, lays it up and in for 2. Maria might have got away with a little bit of a reach there, but she's now got 3 points, and to make it 26-2, Red Devils lead it by 24. Lob pass over the top here to Cox. Cox looking to drive, dribbles it off her foot, and into the hands of Briley Minnick to Michaela Wasson, up to Jory Fortin. Fortin driving it all the way to the rack, lays it up, doesn't get the foul call. Loose ball comes down to Elsie Larson, who pulls up from the left wing and will hit the 3. 8 points now for Elsie Larson, 29-2. The Red Devils lead it with 4:41 to go in the second quarter of play. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. 29-2, Red Devils in front. Here on 101.1 KFNF. Or no. We'll keep it right here, actually, as there was a timeout on the floor, but quickly make our way out of it. 29-2, 4:41 to go here in the second quarter. We'll keep it right here. Red Devils and Huskies. Huskies with the basketball. Gebhard, top of the key, gets it off to Cox. Cox down left lane line and walks with it before anything happens. 29-2. Red Devils out in front by 27 in this second quarter of play. Jory across the top line, throws over to Elsie Larson. Larson stepping into another left wing 3. Can't get him to go back to back. Rebound out of the hands of Horacek. Horacek looking to get out to Cox. It's almost off her hands, but Gebhard was there to grab it along the far sideline. Gebhard brings it across the timeline. Gebhard hands it off here to Sides. Sides with the basketball, trying to find a cutting Schimper, who gets the ball back after it caroms around underneath and puts it in for 2. Irish Schimper with her first 2 points, 29-4. Red Devils still in front here with 3:56 to go in the second quarter of play. Jory with the basketball over to Briley Minnick. Briley on the right wing finds a wide open Maria Rodriguez, and underneath on the right low block, high off the glass, and she'll put it in for 2. Maria Rodriguez with 5 points, 31-4. Red Devils extend the lead again. Over to the left wing for Cox. Cox looking to drive and will draw a foul from Jory Fortin over there on the far side of the floor. Northern Valley going left to right, Oberlin right to left. Here in this first half, lob pass inside Schimper there on the left lane line. Kicks it over to the right side, and another foul will be called as it was Cox trying to get that pass from Schimper. And the foul will be called this time on Elsie Larson, her first. 3-ball on the way, and dropping it home is Gebhard. J.C. Gebhard, her first 3 points of the contest, makes it 31-7, 3:22 to go. Larson down left lane line, dumps it off underneath. Great steal, Michaela Watson, back out to Maria Rodriguez, though. Rodriguez dumps it off to Jory Forden, over to Briley Minnick. Briley driving right baseline, and she'll draw a foul here from the Huskies underneath. And that foul will go against Hayden Cox, her third foul. Team foul number 5 for the Huskies in the quarters. So that'll send the Red Devils to the free throw line to shoot 2. Briley Minnick is there. Briley with 10 points on the night, coming off of a 14-point performance against Oakley. And her first one is on the way here, off back iron. Briley has had double-digit figures in every single game this season. 31-7. Red Devils in front. Briley off of the first missed free throw, trying to get the back end here. Make it a 15-point game, and she can't. Misses both of them. A rare back-to-back miss there for Briley. Rebound brought down by Cox. Hayden Cox brings it across the top line, dribbles it all the way into the right corner, working against Jory Fortin. Gets it off to Schimper on the right wing. Schimper with a basketball wide open underneath, but stolen away by Jory Fortin. It was from Horisic that it was stolen away from. Now Michaela Watson streaking as the trailer down left lane line, puts it up and in off the glass for 2. Time out of the floor, taken by Brandon Gehring as Michaela Watson chips in her first 2 points of the contest. 33-7, Red Devils in front here on 101.1 KFNF.
Save more, earn more with the Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union. Enrollment in this program automatically rounds up the amount of all debit card and ShareJack purchases made from your checking account to the next whole dollar and deposits it into that Easy Saver savings account. Not only will this account help you save, but it also earns 2.1% APY monthly. Special terms and conditions apply. Come in today and open your Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
33-7, Red Devils all over the Northern Valley Huskies here with 2:50 left in the second quarter of play. It's been the Red Devils from the get-go as they got out to a 16-0 lead before finally Northern Valley would score with just over a minute left in that first quarter. 33-7 now is our score, 2:44 left. Gebhard with the basketball on the right wing, looking to hand it off to Schimper. She does. Schimper looking to drive, spins, trying to kick it back out, stolen away by Elsie Larson. Larson up the near side of the floor, pulls it back out here, looking for some help. Now a long skip pass over to Jenna, over to Jory Fortin on the right wing for 3, off back iron. Long rebound brought down by Jenna at the free throw line. Back out to Jory, over to Elsie Larson with the basketball on the left wing. Larson pump faking a couple of times, hands it off to Jory, over to Briley Minnick on the left wing. Briley with the basketball just inside the volleyball line there, looking for a little bit of help. Throws it back up to Elsie Larson at the top of the key. Larson with the basketball now on the right wing, throws it up to Michaela Watson above the volleyball line here. 2 minutes left in the second quarter of play. 33-7 over into the right corner for Jenna. Jenna with the basketball, takes one dribble, looking to get it inside. Lob pass up and into Briley Minnick. She uses the drop step this time, takes one dribble, heads up and will be fouled and heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. 1:50 left in the second quarter, 33-7, and the foul is against Hayden Cox, her 4th. First one on the way for Briley, and that's up and in. Briley, after missing her first 2 free throw attempts, now 1 of 3 on the night, and it makes it 34-7. 34-7. Red Devils in front here. Briley Minnick at the free throw line with 1:50 to go. Second one on the way. And off front iron, clanks off back iron and rolls in. Now 2 of 4 from the line is Briley. 35-7, 28-point lead for the Red Devils. Over to the left wing for Cox. Cox crossing over, gets it off to Sides at the top of the key. Sides looking for a backdoor cutting Schimper. It'll go off the hands of a Red Devil and stay with Northern Valley underneath their own hoop. And Looking to get it in here. A little late sub. A foul will be called this time now on Schimper. Called for a moving screen, and that's her second foul. 35-7, 1:34 to go in the second quarter of play. Jenna brings it up the far side of the floor. Long skip pass over to McCaden Kettrell into the left corner. Michaela Watson pulls up from three and can't get the roll to go. Hit off back iron, then clanked off the back iron. Now back the other way. Long three ball this time for Sides, and she'll cash it in. Delaney Sides with her first 3 points of the night, and it makes it 35-10. Across the top line, Jenna Fortin with the basketball over to the right wing for Jory. Jory takes one dribble. Wide open on the pick and roll. Give and go. Jenna Fortin puts it up and in for two. She's got 8 points and to make it 37-10 with 55 seconds to go in the first half. Over to Delaney Sides on the right wing. Gives it back to Gebhardt. Back to Sides. Top of the key. Sides hands it off here to Cox. Cox with a powerful dribble, hands it off to Gebhardt. Gebhardt over to Sides. Sides with a long-range three and an out. Almost went back down on the Karam back, but Briley Minnick comes up with a rebound. Briley taking it coast to coast, goes around Sides, now wraps it around to a wide-open Michaela Watson, who puts it off glass and up and in for two on the backside. 4 points for Michaela, 39-10. Red Devils lead it. 39-10, cross the timeline. Sides with the basketball over to the left wing. Now centering it up between the rings is Cox. Hands it off this time here for Gebhardt. Kicks it back out to Schimper. Schimper back to Gebhardt from 18 feet, and that's pure. Big shot right there by J.C. Gebhardt. She's got 5, and to make it 39-12, and that's where the quarter and the half will come to a close. So, 2 quarters in the books. Red Devils all over the Huskies, 39-12. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, get your first half numbers here on 101.1 KFNF. It's Oberlin 39, Northern Valley 12.
Sniffles, or seasonal blues. It might seem like a small bother, but right now at Ward Drug in Oberlin, it's the perfect time to get your vaccinations. Protect yourself and your loved ones with their comprehensive range of vaccines. As an independently owned pharmacy, Ward Drug offers personalized care you can trust. Don't wait for the next wave of germs to hit. Your health is your wealth at Ward Drug. Visit warddrugstore.com or call them at 785-475-2285.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
AquaShield Roofing not only offers roofing for residential and business, but siding, guttering, insulation, windows, and doors, construction and remodeling too. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call, 785-475-2533. AquashieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
Creative Collision in Oberlin reminds you, when involved in an accident, the insurance company will pay for towing to the shop of your choice within a reasonable distance. Not the closest shop available. No law requires you to get more than one estimate. You choose the shop and authorize the repairs. Remember, your car, your choice. Creative Collision, Oberlin's choice body shop for all your collision and restoration services. Call them at 785-470-2130 or stop by at 1843 Highway 83 in Oberlin.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Colligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Colligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Colligan, better water, pure and simple.
It's costing more and more to fill up your gas tank these days. When you pay at the pump at Decatur Co-op, you pay less, and you don't have to be a member to enjoy great competitive rates. Decatur Co-op has pay at the pump in Lenora, Jennings, Oberlin, and Herndon, Kansas, along with Danbury, Nebraska. Plus, you don't have to worry about whether it's cash or credit. All prices are the same, and Decatur Co-op accepts all major credit cards and the Decatur Co-op Association card. Next time, fill up at Decatur Co-op.
Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high-moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pin riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad you did.
There's absolutely no better way to start 2025 than beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Back here from Oberlin, where if you're just joining us, well, it has been all Oberlin from the start as they got out to a 16-0 lead and haven't looked back. It's a 39-12 halftime score in favor of the Red Devils. Let's take you through our first half numbers. We'll start with the Northern Valley Huskies. 5 points from J.C. Gebhard, 3 points from Delaney Sides, 2 from Jordan Cox, and 2 from Iris Schimper. The Huskies have committed 17 first-half turnovers and have not been to the free throw line. As for the Oberlin Red Devils, it's 12 points from Briley Minnick, 2 for Jory Fortin, 4 for Michaela Wasson, 8 for Elsie Larson, 8 for Jenna Fortin, and 5 for Maria Rodriguez. The Red Devils committed 9 turnovers in the first half and went 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Oberlin led 18-2 after the first quarter and outscored Northern Valley 21-10 of the second for your 39-12 halftime lead. So the Red Devils looking to obviously continue that success, and like I mentioned there, kind of through the first 4 minutes or so of that first quarter, the Red Devils off to a little bit of a slower start. We're only up 5-7-0, and then they really came on strong in the second half of that first quarter. Bloomed that lead out to 18-2 and really did it by wreaking havoc on the defensive side of the ball. Defense led to offense and really gained some confidence there. Same thing in the second quarter. Red Devils were able to really limit their turnovers as well and get some great offensive possessions, find some wide open wide open guards and posts underneath the hoop, and have blemished their lead out to 39-12 here at the break over the Northern Valley Huskies. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for some more second half action. Red Devils in front 39-12 after half number 1 here on 101.1 KFNF.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community-driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or at one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
FNB Bank in Oberlin, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who prioritize your financial needs. They offer the convenience of online and telephone banking, plus debit cards that make transactions seamless. And when they say team, they mean a tradition of trust and reliability. They're here to support you long after you open your account. So when it comes to banking, be confident knowing FNB Bank will go the extra mile for you. FNB Bank in Oberlin. Visit them online at fnbbank.com.
Insurance, it seems like you can never have enough, and when it comes to peace of mind, it's good to have the right insurance in place. Frederickson Insurance Agency in Oberlin can help you do just that. Frederickson's can help with supplemental insurance for your home, farm, business, auto, and yes, even your crop. Frederickson's will help you find the best plan from the best companies. Insurance, get the best from Frederickson Insurance Agency next to the Landmark in downtown Oberlin, 785-475-3883.
A step towards better health. High Plains Podiatry.
High Plains Podiatry is excited to announce that you can finally be free from persistent warts. Rid yourself from warts with their unevasive, swift system. High Plains Podiatry has locations in McCook, Holdridge, Benkelman, Franklin, and Minden. And in Kansas at Colby, Norton, and Quinter. Get your warts gone for good. Call 345-3773 or online at highplainspodiatry.com.
Forget the flashy ads and gimmicks. Farmers, you need fertilizer equipment you can trust. JD Skiles in Atwood, Kansas delivers what truly matters: integrity and innovation. From custom fertilizer trailers and pit stop chemical systems to liquid fertilizer systems, they've got it all. Need more efficient spraying equipment? They have the most innovative ATV and UTV sprayers available. No frills, just quality. Visit them online at jdskiles.com or 101 Grant Street in Atwood, Kansas today. JD Skiles, where farming meets excellence without compromise.
Nextech is proud to now offer social media monitoring from Bark, designed by parents for parents. Bark is a service that scans text messages, over 30 social media apps, and other online activity, keeping you informed and your child protected. With Bark from Nextech, parents get alerts for potential dangers easily and effortlessly. Interested in learning more? Visit next-tech.com/bark or call 877-625-7872.
The Red Devils play here on today's Best Country, 101.1 KFNF.
Back here from Oberlin, just about set to start our second half of action. 39-12, Red Devils all over the Northern Valley Huskies. After one half of play, Red Devils with 18 to the first, 21 points in the second. Great start for Coach Gehring's squad, and kind of like we mentioned right at the end of that interview there with them in the pregame show, this is a big confidence-boosting game for the Red Devils. Not that the confidence isn't high, but just to get it back to where it was, you felt like going into that Oakley game after they had won so many games in a row there going into that contest, and this is huge, you know, as you got Hoxie on Friday, Northwest Kansas League tournament back here in Oberlin coming up next week, so to kind of get a big win here before moving into a tough stretch of 4 games is going to be huge, and the Red Devils off to a pretty good start at that as they lead it 39-12. Something to keep of note here as we get ready to start our second half of action. The Huskies in deep foul trouble. Gebhard with 2, Cox with 4, Delaney Sides with 2, Jordan Cox with 3, and Schimper with 2. So it's certainly been a tough night in the foul category for the Huskies anyway, and they'll have to limit that a little bit as the Huskies really only run about 6, maybe 7 deep, and only have a total of 9 on the varsity roster. Lob pass over to the top here. Northern Valley with the basketball to start it here in the second half. Sides with a long-range 3 off front iron. Long rebound brought down by Maria Rodriguez. Maria gets it out to Jenna Fortin. Fortin with a long pass ahead. Finds a wide-open Briley Minnick. Steps into a 3 and knocks it down, but they'll say she traveled with the basketball first. And that's a tough way to start for the Red Devils as Briley Minnick would have her first 3 of the game, 11th of the season, but instead it's taken off the scoreboard. And it remains 39-12 with 7:36 to go. Across the timeline with the basketball are the Huskies. Jordan Cox with the basketball, hands it off to Gebhard above the volleyball line. Gebhard looking for a little bit of help, trying to one-hand bounce pass it, thrown away by Elsie Larson. Larson up the far side, down left lane line, pump fakes the pass back over, laid it up but too soft. Rebound out of the hands of Hayden Cox. She's up the far side of the floor, right to left across the timeline. 7:13 left. Gebhard over to sides, lob pass inside Schimper. Kicks it back out here. Pump faking Cox on the drive. Back out to Schimper, and she is blocked on the shot by Jenna Fortin. Long pass ahead. Briley Minnick. Briley up the right side of the floor. All over to the rack. Lays it up. Fouled. And went to the free throw line to shoot up here. 39-12 with 6:58 to go. And Briley Minnick is heading back to the free throw line. The foul goes against Gebhard. That'll be her third foul. Team foul number 1 for the Huskies in the quarter. Briley Minnick's first free throw is up and in. Briley now with 13 points and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 40-12, Oberlin in front. Second one of the way, you betcha. Makes them both. 14 points for Briley. She's now 4 of 6 from that charity stripe. 41-12 as the Red Devils extend out that lead. Across the town line with the basketball. Cox throws over to the right wing here for Jordan Cox. Cox dribbling, trying to get it off to Hayden Cox, and she'll turn it over. So back-to-back turnovers there for Northern Valley. 41-12, 6:44 to go in the third quarter of play. Jenna Fortin with the basketball, hands it off to Elsie Larson above the volleyball line. Larson one dribble to the top of the key, over to the left wing. Jenna Fortin trying to get it inside Briley Minnick. It'll be tapped out of bounds from behind. Underneath there by Jordan Cox, and stay with the Red Devils underneath their own hoop. 6:34 to go here in the third quarter of play. 41-12, Red Devils in front. Jenna looking, lobs it up to Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the basketball, in trouble there in a double team, lobs it up inside of Michaela Watson. Michaela kicked it back out. Elsie Larson with the right wing three, goes in and out, and Briley Minnick almost came in with a rebound, tapped around underneath. They'll say last touched by Briley, and it'll go back here to Northern Valley with 6:22 to go in the third quarter of play. 41-12. Red Devils out in front, cross the timeline. Hayden Cox with the basketball just inside the volleyball line, over to the left wing for Jordan Cox. Cox now transferred over to the right wing, crosses over, drives to the free throw line, kicks it out. Hayden down left lane line, kicks it back out. Gebhard, 4-3. JC Gebhard, quite the little shooter. She's got 8 points now, and make it 41-15. Red Devils still out in front, over to the right wing for Briley Minnick. Briley waits a screen for Maria Rodriguez. Give and go, works to perfection, but Maria can't lay it up and in. Just a little too soft, and it hung on the rim for a long time. And then drawing a foul 90 feet away from the basket will be J.C. Gebhard with 5:45 to go in the third quarter. 41-15. Red Devils in front. Jenna Fortin with her first foul of the second half, third in total. Across the timeline, Cox with a basketball, dumps it off there to the right corner for Sides. Sides ushering everybody around, throws over to Cox. Cox driving, baseline, blocked from behind by Briley Minnick. Briley, who got beat on the baseline there, made up for it and almost came up with a block, but it'll stay with Northern Valley underneath their own hoop. 5:32 to play. Gets it in. Delaney Sides wide open for three, and an out long rebound brought down by Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the run out, down right lane line of the rack, lays it up and in this time. Not too soft and just right. 7 points for Maria Rodriguez, 43-15. Red Devils lead it. Inside, Hayden Cox kicks it back out. Here to Gebhard. Long skip pass over to Sides. Steps into a three, and will knock that one down. Delaney Sides from long range. She's got 6 points and make it 43-18. Northern Valley recognizing that they want to get back into this. Got to make some shots. Long pass trying to get it inside to Briley was Maria, but instead it'll be stolen away. Here comes, but Maria makes up for it, picks the pocket of Sides, will take it coast to coast and lays it up and in for two. Maria Rodriguez doing what she does best now with 9 points, make it 45-18. So makes up for her turnover by cashing in a turnover herself. Sides with the basketball, throws it over to Cox. Cox with the basketball, and Hayden Cox in the right corner to the right wing. We got a timeout of the floor taken by the Huskies. 4:29 left in the third quarter, 45-18. Oberlin in front here on 101.1 KFNF.
Agriculture, a hard-working industry built by a labor of love, blood, sweat, and tears. An industry that is constantly changing at an increasing rate with not enough hours in the day. Nutrien Ag Solutions is here to help carry the burden by offering multiple financing options, in-depth soil health and productivity analysis, field-by-field seed recommendations, and industry-leading services. Nutrien, working smarter and harder. Contact your local Nutrien today.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
45-18, 4:29 left here in the third quarter of play. And Hayden Cox gets it in above the volleyball line for Gebhard. Throws it over to Jordan Cox in the right corner. Cox with the basketball going on for a curl down right lane line, and being fouled is Hayden Cox. Great play by Dean Lewis out of the timeout to set that one up, and it'll send Hayden Cox to the free throw line for the first foul shots of the game for Northern Valley. The foul goes against Maria Rodriguez, her third foul. At the free throw line is Hayden Cox. First one of the way for her, does not drop home. Hayden, even though she's got the ball in her hands a lot for the Huskies, only 3.1 points per game coming into tonight. Second one of the way. And it is off back iron, long rebound, by sides underneath, but she lost it. Rodriguez picks it up, gets it out to Briley Minnick, barely. Now to Jory Fortin. Fortin up the near side of the floor. Fortin lobs it up to Michaela Watson underneath. High off the glass, can't get the roll, got her own rebound, goes back up for two, and will be fouled this time from the left low block. Couldn't get it to go from the right side, tries it from the left, is fouled, and will head to the free throw line to shoot two with 4:07 to go. The foul goes against Iris Schimper, her third foul, team foul number 2 for the Huskies in the quarter. 4:07 to go, and the first one is on the way for Michaela off front iron. Michaela, 4 points. First time she's been at the free throw line today. 16 of 26, 62% for her on the season. Second one on the way, drops home for Michaela. She's now got 5 points. That'll make it 46-18. Shot on the way, missed there by Gebhard from 15 feet. Rebound, Jory Fortin. Fortin crossing over, looking, long pass ahead here to Jenna Fortin. Fortin down left lane line to the rack, and she will be fouled. And we'll head back to the free throw line here herself to shoot a couple, as the foul will go against Jordan Cox, her fourth. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. 46-18. Red Devils in front. First one of the way for Jenna is off back iron. And here comes the second. Off front iron this time too for Jenna. Rebound out of the hands of Hayden Cox. Cox, long pass ahead here to Jordan Cox. Cox on the drive, blocked by Briley Minnick underneath. Jenna Fortin runs it down to the right corner. Jenna now up the middle of the floor, now to the near side, left to right across the timeline. Throws over to McCaden Ketchell. Ketchell with a basketball at the top of the key. Ketchell gets it off to Michaela Wasson. Wasson with the basketball over to the right wing. Now gets it off here to Jenna Fortin inside the arc. Pulls up from 18, misses everything. McCaden Ketchell with a rebound out to Jory Fortin. Fortin one dribble over to Jenna. Jenna with a drive down right baseline. Lost the ball underneath there. No, they'll say she traveled with it first, and we'll give it back here to Northern Valley with 3:17 to go in the third quarter. 46-18. Red Devils out in front. Across the timeline, Hayden Cox throws it over into the right corner. Pump fake on the drive. Kicks it out. Delaney sides. Long range three. Off back iron. Long rebound brought down by Jordan Cox. Stolen away by Jory Fortin. Fortin up the right side of the floor to the rack, and she'll be fouled and will head to the free throw line to shoot two. So Jory Fortin looking for her first points of the night. Stands at the free throw line. First one of the way. Can't get it to go home. So Jory 0 for 2 now at the free throw line, still with 0 points for her tonight. 46-18, and McCaden Ketchell almost sticks her hand out and is able to knock it out of bounds. 2:54 left in the third quarter, 46-18. Red Devils out in front. JC Gebhard will inbound in front of her own bench, gets it to Hayden Cox. Cox just inside the volleyball line. Throws over to the right wing here for Jordan Cox. To the top of the key for Gebhard. Over to Signs. Signs with it on the right wing. Back up to the top of the key. Just inside the arc. Cox looking to get it over there and almost has it stolen away. Does Jory Fortin. But it'll stay here with the Huskies Basketball to Hayden Cox. Cox throws it over to Sides. Sides in the right corner. Sides almost loses it. And Jenna Fortin is able to pick it up off of the loose ball. Jenna coast to coast lays it up and in for two. Jenna Fortin now with 10 points on the night and it makes it 48-18. Red Devils lead it by 30 here with 2:19 left. Stepping into a shot. Jordan Cox in transition from 18 feet. She's got 4 points and takes us back under 30 at 28 at 48-20. Across the timeline, Jenna Fortin hands it off to Jory, getting it back to Jenna. Almost an issue, but Jenna's able to get the loose ball. Jenna using the screen, driving it down, left baseline, dumps it off. Briley Minnick there in the right low block, back out. Jory Fortin for three, off back iron, rebound brought down into the hands of Gebhard, and Gebhard now will lead the charge back the other way. Long pass ahead to Hayden Cox in the right corner to Delaney Sides on the right wing. Long range three, misses everything. It'll go out of bounds. Back to the Red Devils with 1:40 to go in the third quarter, 48-20. Red Devils in front here in quarter number 3. Jenna with the basketball, walking it up the middle of the floor above the volleyball line. Gets a screen there. Looking to get it to somebody and tries to get it to Briley Minnick. She does. Now throws it back up. Michaela Watson with a right wing three. Can't bury it. Rebound underneath. Jenna Fortin. She'll go back up for two and will be fouled with 1:22 to go in the third quarter. So Jenna Fortin will head back to the free throw line. The foul goes against Renee Horacek. Her first. Team foul number 5 for the Huskies in the quarter. First one of the way for Jenna is off the mark. Some rare misses there for Jenna, who's now just 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Second one of the way for Jenna. Up, and that one will rattle home. Jenna with 11 points, 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. 49-20. Red Devils lead it by 29 here with 1:22 to go in the third quarter of play. Hayden Cox dribbling it up, brings it across the timeline, right to left. Now looking against the 1-3-1, throws it over to Sides, long skip pass, 3 ball on the way for Gebhard, and she'll knock it down. She's having one of her best nights tonight. She's now got 11 points, does Gebhard. 49-23, Jory Fortin throws her over to McCaden Ketchell. Ketchell with the basketball, looking for the give and go. Now throws it over to Weigel, and Weigel will travel with the basketball. Got a little too antsy there at the top of the key, looking for someone to give it to. 49-23, 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Across the timeline, Delaney Sides gets it over to Gebhard. Gebhard with the basketball, hands it off here to Jordan Cox. Cox spins, drives it down, right lane line, kicks it out. 3 ball on the way for Sides. In and out, long rebound, tapped around underneath. Shelby Weigel can't come up with it. Now we got a jump ball on the right low block between Jory Fortin and Horacek. It'll go back to the Red Devils with 39 ticks left. So 39 ticks left here in the quarter, 49-23 over to the right wing. Elsie Larson with the basketball, looking, lob pass underneath. Shelby Weigel up for 2, missed it just a little too strong. Great pass by Elsie to get it down there, though. Now wrapping it around as Cox finds Jordan Cox on the drive, left baseline. She'll be fouled. 23 seconds to go here, and the foul goes against Jory Fortin, her third. Got a timeout on the floor. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll take one with them. 49-23, Red Devils in front on 101.1 KFNF.
Honey, we need to talk right now.
What happened? Did something break?
Yes, it's the A word. Now go to the kitchen.
The A word? What do you mean?
Appliances. Our fridge is from R&M Service Center, and they're having a sale. Let's get a new one.
At R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin, find top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. Don't forget they service what they sell. Get your new appliance today at R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin.
Welcome back here from Oberlin, where we're in the midst of a timeout. 49-23. Oberlin in front here. Oberlin led at the break 39-12. So certainly been a great quarter for Dean Lewis and his Northern Valley Huskies, who have got the 3-ball working, as they've had 2 from J.C. Gebhard in the quarter to take her total out to 11, and 1 from Delaney Sides to take her total to 6 on the night, in points anyway, not threes made. Looking to get it in is Hayden Cox, still looking, trying to dump it off on the backside to Jordan Cox. It'll be stolen away, this time by Shelby Weigel. Gets it out to Elsie Larson. Larson up the near side. Larson taking it coast to coast. Avoids a defender coming from behind. Gets it off to Jory Fortin. Jory driving, right baseline, in trouble there. Looking for a little bit of help. Gets it out to Briley. Briley doing the same thing. Driving right baseline. Finds a cutting Shelby Weigel, who lays it up for two. Missed it. Got her own rebound. No, Briley Minnick did. And Briley can't get off a shot right before the horn. And so we will head to quarter number 4. Red Devils in front, 49-23. This is Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF.
Where hometown charm meets fresh market dreams. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin is a feast for the senses. Hand-picked produce, sizzling steaks, and hearty roasts await your dinner table. Quality soars in every aisle. And when the lunch bell rings, their deli dishes out delights that'll turn your midday meal into a culinary escape on select days. See store for details. Shopping at Ray's is a breeze, leaving the heavy lifting to them as they escort your groceries right to your car. Experience the difference at Ray's Grocery. Fresh, friendly, and always local. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin.
You have a lot of banks to choose from, but there's one bank with 13 northern Kansas locations to help your financial goals become a reality. The bank. No, not the bank. The bank that provides the needed experience you deserve. The bank's full range of banking services includes personal, commercial, and home loans, specialty ag financing, investments, and more. That's why they're the bank to go to. Come to where the difference is better. The bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Save more, earn more with the Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union. Enrollment in this program automatically rounds up the amount of all debit card and ShareJack purchases made from your checking account to the next whole dollar and deposits it into that Easy Saver savings account. Not only will this account help you save, but it also earns 2.1% APY monthly. Special terms and conditions apply. Come in today and open your Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here. Fourth quarter action, 7:41 to go. Coming back just a hair late as we've seen a couple of fouls to start the fourth quarter. One from Oberlin with Maria Rodriguez, one from Northern Valley on Hayden Cox, and that's her fifth. So she will foul out of the game with 7:41 to go in the fourth quarter. And Jenna Fortin brings it up in the middle of the floor, throws it over to Larson with the basketball on the left wing, driving, left lane line, looking, throws it back out, top of the key, pump fake Maria Rodriguez looking to drive, and instead she'll turn it over. 14th turnover for the Red Devils in the contest, 49-23. Red Devils in front, 7:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Delaney Sides brings it up the right side of the floor, hands it off to Jaden Cox. Cox with the basketball, right wing extended, above the volleyball line, hands it off here to Gebhard. Gebhard trouble with the basketball, lobbing it up over the top, stolen away by Jenna Fortin, who dumps it off to Briley Minnick, who will take it coast to coast and lay it up and in for two. Briley Minnick with 16 points, and it makes it 51-23. Red Devils out in front. Skip pass here over to Jordan Cox. Cox in trouble there, tries to get it to Schimper in the middle of the floor, stolen away by Jenna Fortin. Fortin gets it off to Larson. Larson up the far side, back to Jenna, top of the key, over to the right wing on the near side for Briley. Now out of the left corner for Jenna, through her hands and out of bounds. And it'll go back here to Northern Valley, 51-23. Red Devils out in front. Across the timeline with the basketball is Sides. Sides lobs it up to Schimper at the high post. Schimper gets it back out to Sides, over on the right wing, just inside the arc. Out to Gebhard for three in the right corner. No offensive rebound underneath there for Sides. Gets it off to Hornacek, who will put it up and in for two. She's got 2 points and make it 51-25. Red Devils out in front still with 6:18 to go in quarter number 4. Larson over to Jenna Fortin with the basketball on the left wing, to the left corner for Briley. Briley on the drive, takes it all the way in, past two defenders, lays it up, and in. Briley Minnick with a strong right-handed floater. She's got 18 points, and to make it 53-25. Red Devils with under 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Off to Jordan Cox in the left corner. She's in trouble. Jump ball will be called. And it'll go back to the Red Devils here with 5:54 to go. Stick around. We got boys action coming up next between Northern Valley and Oberlin. Oberlin looking to end that 4-game losing skid here. Larson with the basketball above the volleyball line. Throws over to the left wing for Jenna. Jenna with the basketball, wanting to get it inside, wraps it around to Briley. Briley with it on the left wing, back to Jenna. Jenna driving, left baseline, looking for some help there. In trouble, tries to get back out to Briley Minnick. Stolen away there by Jaden Cox. 16 turnover for the Red Devils, 53-25, 5:26 to go. Gebhard throws over to sides, trying to get it underneath to Horacek. Trying to save it on the backside was Jordan Cox, but instead it'll be too late. It'll go out of bounds. 5:21 left in the fourth quarter, and the Red Devils subbing in most of the bench here. Riley Lippelman, Lauren May, along with Karen Molina. Ella Willoughby is also in, along with Michaela Marshall. May throws it over to Molina. Molina with the basketball on the left wing to Marshall, top of the key. Marshall throws over to May on the right wing. May to the top of the key for Lippelman. Over to the left wing for Willoughby. Willoughby using the screen, pulls up for 2 from 15. Missed it, rebound underneath. Lippelman able to come out with it. Now on the right baseline is able to wrap it around to Willoughby to keep it alive. Skip pass over to Molina. Molina in trouble there. Dribbles it to save the travel. Up to Lippelman, top of the key, 4:49 left. Over to the left wing here for May. May dumps it off. Lippelman from the left low. Block! High off the glass and puts it up and in for 2. Riley Lippelman with her first 2 points of the season. Makes it 55-25. Red Devils lead it by 30, and we got a foul on the other end underneath the hoop. And actually count the bucket and 1 there as I was looking down. It's Jordan Cox at the free throw line. She's now got 6 points. And it makes it 55-27. And 1 shot on the way. And Cox puts it up and in. She's now got 7 points. Ella Willoughby gets it off to May. May brings it up the middle of the floor. 55-28. Red Devils in front. Molina hoists up a left wing 3 and knocks it down. Karen Molina drains the 3. Her first 3 of the season. Second time she scored all year. 58-28. And we got a foul in the open court. That'll be called on Ella Willoughby. Her first. Team foul number 1. 58-28. Red Devils lead it here by 30. With 3:31 left. Into the right corner. And stolen away underneath. No, picking it up is Horacek. That'll force a jump ball. It was Gebhard losing it off her knee, I think, inside there. 3:18 and counting with that 30-point rule. Underneath the hoop, lob pass up to Horacek on the right lane. Right at the high post, dumping it off to sides. He goes back door. And working against Willoughby. Foul will be called. This one on Willoughby again. So that'll be her second. 58-28. Red Devils lead it by 30. Lob pass to Horacek again. Horacek with the basketball. Gets it off to sides. Back out. Schimper for 2 from 18 feet. No. Rebound. Tapped out to May. May up the near side of the floor. Left to right across the timeline. Stotts with the basketball. Right wing extended. Needs some help there. Got her dribble back after it's tapped around a couple of times. Over to Willoughby. Willoughby looking to drive it. And I think she double dribbled. Or do we have a foul? We have a foul. Thought she might have put a second hand on it, but they say the foul comes in first. It'll go against Gebhard, and that'll be her 5th. So Gebhard will foul out with 2:20 to go in the fourth quarter. And the clock will start again. 58-28. Red Devils by 30. Lauren May to inbound. Underneath her own hoop here for the Red Devils. May looking for a little bit of help. Finds it underneath to Marshall. Marshall spins with 1 dribble. Stolen away by Sides. And Sides will bring it back the other way here for the Huskies. Sides in between everybody. Dumps it off underneath. Horacek wasn't ready, but gets it back and puts it high off the glass for 2. 4 points for her. And make it 58-30. 1:42 left. Over to the left wing for Molina. Molina wanted to shoot the 3, doesn't, keeps it in the pocket. Over to Marshall. Marshall Throws over to the right wing for May. May on the drive, pulls up for two. Can't get the bank to go. Rebound backside. Ella Willoughby up for two. Missed it. Got her own board. Throws it back out here to May. May in the right corner. Dumps it off to Willoughby. Willoughby turns, spins. Over to Molina. Just inside the arc from 18. No. Rebound brought down on the backside by Sides. With a 1:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Sides up the near side, and she'll draw a foul. 58-30. 23 on the foul, and that is Ella Willoughby. Willoughby with her third, but it was the fifth foul, so it will send Sides to the free throw line to shoot two. Delaney with 6 points on the night. Usually, yeah, okay, they had a little confusion on who the foul was on. 35 seconds and counting, so Sides will try to get these free throws in right before the horn goes off, and Sides' first free throw does not touch anything. Tough shot for her. 58-30 with 20 seconds to go. Second one of the way. Sides readjusts and drops it in. 7 points, 58-31. Red Devils in front. May over to Molina. Molina with a basketball, and she'll let the time tick away here. Gets it off to Marshall. Marshall dribbling. Will let it tick away, and that's where the horn will sound. Final score, Red Devils all over the Northern Valley Huskies. 58-31. Red Devils now 6-3. So Red Devil winner once again, 58-31. Take a break, come back with your final numbers here on 101.1 KFNF.
Sniffles, or seasonal blues. It might seem like a small bother, but right now at Ward Drug in Oberlin, it's the perfect time to get your vaccinations. Protect yourself and your loved ones with their comprehensive range of vaccines. As an independently owned pharmacy, Ward Drug offers personalized care you can trust. Don't wait for the next wave of germs to hit. Your health is your wealth at Ward Drug. Visit warddrugstore.com or call them at 785-475-2285.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
AquaShield Roofing not only offers roofing for residential and business, but siding, guttering, insulation, windows, and doors, construction and remodeling too. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call, 785-475-2533. AquashieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
Creative Collision in Oberlin reminds you, when involved in an accident, the insurance company will pay for towing to the shop of your choice within a reasonable distance. Not the closest shop available. No law requires you to get more than one estimate. You choose the shop and authorize the repairs. Remember, your car, your choice. Creative Collision, Oberlin's choice body shop for all your collision and restoration services. Call them at 785-470-2130 or stop by at 1843 Highway 83 in Oberlin.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Colligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Colligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Colligan, better water, pure and simple.
It's costing more and more to fill up your gas tank these days. When you pay at the pump at Decatur Co-op, you pay less, and you don't have to be a member to enjoy great competitive rates. Decatur Co-op has pay at the pump in Lenora, Jennings, Oberlin, and Herndon, Kansas, along with Danbury, Nebraska. Plus, you don't have to worry about whether it's cash or credit. All prices are the same, and Decatur Co-op accepts all major credit cards and the Decatur Co-op Association card. Next time, fill up at Decatur Co-op.
Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pen riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad glad you did.
There's absolutely no better way to start 2025 than beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community-driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or at one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oberlin, wrapping things up in our girls contest where it's a Red Devil winner tonight, 58-31. Oberlin all over Northern Valley, and they were on the attack from the start, out to a 16-0 lead before Northern Valley finally scored their first bucket of the game with just 1:09 left in the first quarter of play, and Oberlin never really looked back from that point, winning tonight's contest 58-31. Take you through your final numbers. We'll start with Northern Valley, 11 points from J.C. Gebhard, 7 from Delaney Side, 7 from Jordan Cox, 4 from Renee Hortisek, and 2 from Iris Schimper. For the Oberlin Red Devils, 18 points from Riley Minnick, 7 points from Michaela Wasson, 8 from Elsie Larson, 2 from Riley Lippelman, 11 from Jenna Fortin, 9 from Maria Rodriguez, and 3 from Karen Molina. Team stats-wise, Northern Valley, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. They commit 27 turnovers. Oberlin, 12 of 21 from the free throw line, and they commit 17 turnovers. Oberlin finishes, take you through, I should say, quarter by quarter. They won quarter 1 18-2 and won quarter 2 21-10 for a 39-12 lead. Ended up giving up 11 points in the third quarter to just their 10 for a 49-23 lead, but won the fourth 9-8 for a final score of 58-31. So the Red Devils now 6-3, which is huge, big for seeding purposes in the Northwest Kansas League as well as in the sub-state. Big win for the Red Devils tonight, much needed win as they look ahead towards Friday, as the Northwest Kansas League bracket will be seeded after tonight's games. So even if the Red Devils lose on Friday, they could be 6-4, but will be still considered 6-3 in the standings anyway for that. But the Red Devils now 6-3. We'll look ahead towards Friday coming up, where they take on Hoxie on the road. We're going to take a short break, come back, and get you ready for the boys contest between Oberlin and Northern Valley here on 101.1 KFNF.
Bank in Oberlin, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who prioritize your financial needs. They offer the convenience of online and telephone banking, plus debit cards that make transactions seamless. And when they say team, they mean a tradition of trust and reliability. They're here to support you long after you open your account. So when it comes to banking, be confident knowing FNB Bank will go the extra mile for you. FNB Bank in Oberlin. Visit them online at fnbbank.com.
The following is a presentation of Oberlin Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF. Today's best country. Online at highplainsradio.net and on the 101.1 KFNF mobile app. The Oberlin Red Devils are on the air.
Bryson Ketchel with a left corner three. You betcha! Bryson Ketchel with a big triple. Michaela Watson pops a three and knocks it down. Michaela with a big shot right there. Her first three of the night. Kicks it back out. Gage Willoughby for three. You betcha! Gage Willoughby with 7 points. Briley Minnick pops a three and she knocks it down. Briley with 5 points on the night.
Coverage of Red Devil Athletics is brought to you in part by
AquaShield Roofing, Creative Collision, Colligan of Oberlin, Decatur Co-op, Decatur County Beef, Decatur Health, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, FNB Bank of Oberlin, Frederickson Insurance Agency, High Plains Podiatry, J.D. Skiles Company, Next Tech, Nutrient Ag Solutions of Oberlin, R&M Service Center, Ray's Grocery, The Bank in Downtown Oberlin, United Northwest Federal Credit Union, and Ward Drug Store.
High school basketball is on the air. Red Devil Courtside starts now. Here's Sam Knoll.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here from Oberlin. Girls game in the books. Now on to boys action between the Oberlin Red Devils and the Northern Valley Huskies. I'm Sam Knoll giving you all the play-by-play action. Let's take you through our, a deeper dive into tonight's boys action between Northern Valley and Oberlin. We'll start, and the Northern Valley Huskies come in tonight with a record of 3-7, but losers of their last 5 straight games, as the Huskies started out 3-2 with wins over Tri-Plains Brewster 81-12, Osborne 65-35, and Arapahoe 52-29 before losing their next 5 straight games with losses to Weskin, Thunder Ridge, Alma, Shiloh, and most recently on Monday night to Hill City 73-27. The Huskies so far this season are being led by the play of Tate Thalheim on the year, 11.8 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, but he's shooting 20% from behind the arc, 14 of 69. He's coming off of a 10-point performance tonight. Owen Hammond as well. Look out for him to be big for the Huskies. 10.6 points per game, but on the glass, 7.7 rebounds per game for him as well. It's a team that really loves to shoot the three. They've already hoisted 200 three-pointers so far this season, have made just 45. They're shooting 23% from the three-point land, and coming off of a night in which they buried 5 threes last night, but committed 31 turnovers. So head coach Ross Cole and the Huskies looking to have a little bit of a different night in that aspect. For the Oberlin Red Devils, they come in losing 4 of their last 6 in their last 3 straight games, including their loss last Tuesday to Oakley by a final score of 53-46. The Red Devils this season being led by the play of Tyler Rossmeyer, who averages a double-double at 16.9 points per game, 12.5 rebounds per game. He's also shooting 53% from the floor and knocked in his first 3 last week against Oakley in that 19-point performance. Gage Willoughby, also a great night last week as well. He finished the night with 17 points. Apologize about that, dealing with a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back once again. Oberlin comes in tonight with a record of 4-4, coming off of that tough loss against Oakley by a final score of 53-46. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll sit down and talk with head coach of the Red Devils, Kyle Breth. That's coming up next here on Red Devil Courtside on 101.1 KFNF.
To bad roofs. Say yes to AquaShield Roofing. With over 17 years of providing A-plus services. Roofs, siding, gutters, windows, doors, and spray foam insulation. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call at 785-475-2533. AquaShieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
With the right touch, bent metal, shattered glass, and twisted frames can be restored to their original glory. At Creative Collision, they have one simple mantra: repair, restore, renew. It's about taking damaged vehicles and transforming them into something sleek, smooth, and safe. Comprehensive auto body repair and restoration. Available exclusively at Creative Collision in Oberlin, Kansas. Revive it, drive it, and love it. Call for an estimate at 785-470-2130 or visit Creative Collision's virtual garage online at creativecollisionoberlin.com.
Time to sit down and get the thoughts from the head coach on today's Best Country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back into Red Devil Courtside. Girls game in the books. Now moving on to our boys contest tonight between the Oberlin Red Devils and the Northern Valley Huskies. And we're joined alongside with head coach of the Red Devil boys, Kyle Breath. Boy, coach, beautiful weather outside. You guys are on the court inside and kind of making your way back halfway through January almost. Northwest Kansas League tournament right around the corner. We talk about it every single game, but man, it just seems like it's going quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, seasons flew by. It's crazy that we've already played 8 games.
And Northwest Kansas League tournament right around the corner. It seems like, when you hit the league tournament, it's like, oh my goodness, postseason's just right around the corner too. It is absolutely crazy how quick it's going. And flipping it back to your last time out, tough loss there on the road against Oakley. Kind of got out to a little bit of a slow start, rallied your way back into it, and, kind of took the lead there, but just couldn't come away with the win. What was your thoughts after that tough loss last Tuesday?
I mean, I thought the boys played hard. We had, especially late in the game, we had a lot of opportunities to kind of take the lead and keep the lead, and I felt like we didn't really take advantage of those opportunities that we had. We kind of rushed some shots, we turned the ball over, and in close games like that, you can't afford to do that. You run out of possessions, and we had opportunities, and I mean, the kids know that. That's the frustrating part, but, I mean, you got to move on. And so, I mean, we got a lot of season left, and we'll see what tonight brings. So.
And it was another great example. I know we kind of have talked all season long about how your guys are it seems like you guys have never been really out of a game. There's been some certain situations, that you'd like to have back, obviously, and especially in that Oakley game. But, Oakley would go on their run, and it seemed like you guys were always able to find a way to go on a run yourselves to either tie it or maybe even have a chance to get into the lead. So had to be happy with with the way the guys responded, right?
Yeah, I mean, I preach to the guys all the time. I mean, there's nobody that we can't beat. Every time we step on the floor, we have the mentality that, we can compete with this team, we can beat this team, and the kids, they never quit. They battle for 4 quarters, and I'm always really proud of them for that. It comes down to little things. In close games like that, we can't have dumb turnovers, we can't miss easy shots, and every possession is important in games like that. We just didn't take advantage of as many opportunities as we could have, and we fell short. So.
And both Tyler and Gage had quite the night. Tyler with 19 and then Gage with 17. And it seemed like, down the stretch, both of those guys knew they were going to have to put the ball in the hoop a few times if you guys wanted to walk away with the win. And I guess when both of those guys are going pretty well, you have to be happy with the way the offense is moving, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Tyler and Gage, they're our guys. They're our offensive scorers. They both shoot the ball really well. They both, they play well with each other. They played with each other for a long time, and yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of both those guys. I mean, they're kind of our team leaders. They work their butts off in practice. And I'm really proud of those 2 guys.
Boy, and it seemed like, like we said, it seemed like Oakley would go on a run, and you guys were able to follow it up with a run of your own. It seemed like it really started on the defensive end for you, creating some turnovers, getting some extra possessions, and obviously, it sounds pretty simple, but to do that, it's actually pretty hard against a tough Oakley team. So the fact that your defense was able to create some of those turnovers to lead to some buckets, had to be happy with that, right?
Yeah, I was. I mean, they're a very disciplined, well-coached team. They don't make a whole lot of mistakes. So, like I said, I mean, we had opportunities. We had times we got steals and we're in transition, had good looks at shots, and we didn't capitalize on them. So.
And had to be happy with the way you guys took care of the ball as well. Very disciplined. I think had your season low in turnovers last week with just 10, and obviously you'd like to have that low come on a big win, but to come out of there, against a team, like you said, that's very disciplined, runs a very great defense, to only have them turn you over 10 times, had to be happy with that, right?
Yeah, I mean, we really try to preach and practice just the value of the ball, how valuable every possession is, and the boys, they did a good job of taking care of the ball, and we can't have dumb mistakes. We preach that all the time in practice, and yeah, I was good. I was happy with that low turnover number, but I mean, it's just little things that we need to keep working on, and so.
And, kind of like I said, it seemed like, Oakley, they got out and they were hot right away. I think it was 9-2 there at one point. Has that kind of been a point of emphasis maybe this week and kind of after the game is like, hey, we need to, start out and be the ones to get on that 9-2 run to start because all of that momentum there in that first 5 minutes, it really seems like it can swing a game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I really try to tell the boys, and we always talk about it pregame, like we want to make the other team play to us, not the other way around. We want to make the other team adjust to us. We want to set the tempo. We want to set the tone from the beginning, and sometimes, at the start of the game, I thought we got some good looks. They just didn't fall. And, props to Oakley. They did start fast, but I was happy with how the boys rallied and fought. And we were able to put ourselves in an opportunity to win, but just fell short.
Yeah, boy, and you faced three really tough teams, 4 if you include that Hill City game, over these last 4 games. It's been a tough stretch for you. Obviously, would like to have a few more W's there next to it, but do you think the guys that have learned a lot, over these last few games?
Yeah, I do. Like you said, we play a really tough schedule. We really do. Night in, night out, we're playing good teams, and that only makes us better, and especially with kind of how young we are, we got a lot of sophomores playing, we got a freshman that comes off the bench, it's really good for those guys, to get that experience. We're down late in the game, kind of what we're doing, we're up late in the game, what are we doing? It's just kind of learning the game a little bit, and just learning what to do in those situations. So it's really good for us.
And tonight, you welcome in a very tough Northern Valley team. Obviously, they're not off to the start that they want, but over their last few games, it seems like they've been playing some really tough competition as well. So they're going to come in and give you guys a battle, aren't they?
Yeah, they play extremely hard. They're young, but they play extremely hard. They shoot the ball decently from 3, so it's going to be a test for us, but I think my guys, we're really ready, to kind of prove to people, we're still a good team and show people that we're still a good team. We've dropped a couple games in a row, but we're still hungry, and so I'm excited to see what we do tonight.
Well, Coach, thanks for being able to sit down and chat with us. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
When you think of Decatur Co-op, do you think about grain? Feed your livestock, horses or pets, propane, supplies? How about tires? Yes, Decatur Co-op in Oberlin has a tire shop that specializes in tire repair, along with oil changes, exhaust, front-end alignment, and major mechanical work. Bet you didn't know all that. Well, now you know. And the next time you need any of those services, think of Decatur Co-op at the railroad tracks in Oberlin. Book your appointment. Call 785-475-2234.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Culligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Culligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back here from Oberlin. Just about set and ready to go for our final matchup of the night on the boys' side of things between Oberlin and Northern Valley. The Oberlin girls with the win just a little bit ago, taking down Northern Valley by a final score of 58-31. So the girls now 6-3. Boys looking to get back on the winning ways after losing their last 3 straight games and 4 of their last 6. But so many opportunities their last time out against Oakley. Down 11-8 after the first quarter, and really didn't, it just didn't seem like everything was flowing quite right there in that first quarter, but were able to go on a late run, pulled back within 3. Then they outscored Oakley in the second quarter to go into the break, tied at 22. We're down 38-34 after 3, ended up losing 53-46. A lot of plays out there on the floor, I think, last week that Oberlin would certainly like to have back. As for Northern Valley, like we said, 3-7 coming into tonight, coming off of a tough loss against Hill City, in which they lost 73-27. Hill City was up 46-13 at halftime and never looked back. They're up 26-5 after the first quarter. Let's take you through our starting lineups. We'll start with the Northern Valley Huskies. It's 5'8" freshman Tate Thalheim, 6'2" senior Caden Lowry, 6'1" junior Owen Hammond, 5'9" freshman Lucas Hansen, and 6'1" freshman Griffin McKinney. And when we say the Huskies are young, 3 freshmen in the starting lineup, that'll prove that you're pretty young for head coach Ross Cole. For the Oberlin Red Devils tonight, it's 5'11" senior Davin Jensen, 5'9" sophomore Bryson Kettrell, 6' sophomore Gage Willoughby, 6'4" junior Tyler Rossmeyer, and 6'1" sophomore Caden Shaw. Once again for the Red Devils, Jensen, Kettrell, Willoughby, Osmeyer, and Shaw. For the Huskies, Thalheim, Lowry, Hammond, Hansen, and McKinney. Huskies under head coach Ross Cole. Red Devils under head coach Kyle Breath. A little bit of added intrigue into tonight's matchup. The Red Devils since 2017 0-8 against Northern Valley and have not scored over 42 points in the series, while Northern Valley has scored over 65 or higher in every game. Red Devils losing last year on the road in Almena 77-39. The Huskies coming off of a state tournament appearance last year, won their sub-state, taking down Logan Palco 60-50, lost to Lebo, though, in the first round of the state tournament 59-56. Tyler Rossmeyer at center circle along with Owen Hammond, and we're set and ready to go for our final matchup of the evening on the boys' side. And Hammond and Osmeyer go up high. Willoughby comes down with it to Jensen. It'll lay it up and in for 2. Red Devils steal a bucket right out of the gate and lead it 2-0 with 7:52 to go here in the first quarter of play. Great start for the Red Devils right off of the tip. They run the set play and turn it into 2 points. Hammond with a basketball spinning against Jensen. Goes up for 2. Blocked by Osmeyer underneath. There was some contact underneath there. Thought there might be a foul. No call. And it'll stay with the Red Devils. Now we do have a call, though. This one going against Hammond after he was going after the rebound. 7:38 to go here in the first quarter of play. Red Devils with a 2-0 lead. Willoughby up the center of the floor, brings it across the timeline with the basketball. Almost has it stolen away, gets it back, and instead will go over and back. And it's a turnover. Willoughby was trying to set up the offense there and took his eyes off of Hammond, who reached in and almost was able to come away with a steal. 7:30 to go. Hammond, the 6'1" junior, was a mainstay in the lineup last year, and so far this season averaging 10.6 points per game. Thalheim with the basketball in between the rings, crosses over against Jensen. Jensen looking to pick it up and steal it, and instead will force a jump ball, and it will go back. No, stay with Northern Valley here with 7:22 to go in the first quarter of play. Thalheim will inbound underneath his own hoop. Looking, swings it out to Hammond. Over to the right wing for Hansen. Hansen back to Thalheim. Thalheim driving. Right baseline. Dumps it off underneath to the right low block for Hammond. Hammond in trouble. Fades away. Spins around. The big O, Tyler Rossmeyer underneath and puts it in for 2. That's a hard-earned bucket, and we're knotted up at 2 apiece. Lob pass inside to Tyler Rossmeyer. Just a little too long, and another turnover for the Red Devils. Their second of the quarter already. And the Red Devils, and they'll get a turnover on the inbounds pass as Gage Willoughby was applying the pressure there with Thalheim and got it to go off of his leg and out of bounds. So Willoughby will take it underneath his zone hoop. Red Devils after stealing the possession to Osmeyer. Osmeyer fakes it, kicks it out. Gage Willoughby, left wing 3! You betcha! Gage Willoughby with a huge 3 and gives the Red Devils a 3-point lead at 5-2 with 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Thalheim transition 3, no. Backside rebound to the right low block, brought down by Jensen, looking for Shaw, racing up the far side of the floor, and will throw it out of bounds. So it'll stay here with the Red Devils. 6:42 left, with the Huskies. 6:42 left in the first quarter, 5-2. Across the timeline. Thalheim throws it over into the left corner. Now to Hammond on the left low block. Shot comes in for the double, steals it away. Taps it out to Willoughby. Willoughby coast to coast. Down right lane line, pulls it back out with a behind the back move. Now dumps it off. Tyler Rossmeyer wide open, dribbles it up, and lays it in for 2. Count the bucket and 1. Tyler Rossmeyer going to work early underneath. 2 points for him, and a 7-2 lead for the Red Devils, who are now up in front by 5. And this is the start Kyle Breath had been wanting over the last few games, and he's getting it now. Osmeyer with his first free throw, and that's up and in. Tyler now with 3 points, 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. Red Devils lead by 6, 8-2. Applying a little bit of pressure there is Gage Willoughby, as they were able to get it into Lucas Hansen, and he will foul Lucas Hansen about 90 feet away from the basket. First foul on the Red Devils in the quarter, 2 on Northern Valley. 6:22 to go in the first quarter of play. Bryson Kettrell now applying the pressure here to Thalheim. They get it into Thalheim. Thalheim now will dribble it up against Kettrell. Up the near side, crosses over, brings it back down, left lane line. Stops about 5 feet away from the basket. Goes up with a floater. Missed it. Osmeyer mistimed the rebound. Now it cuts back out to Hammond. Hammond on the left wing. Out of the left corner for Hansen for 3. No, backside a rebound. Falls under the lap. A Shaw. Up the near side comes Kettrell. Kettrell crosses over. Now a long skip pass over to Jensen. Jensen with the basketball in the right corner. Stops, pops a 3. Misses it off front iron. Osmeyer with the rebound. Goes up for 2. And will lay it up and in for 2. Tyler Osmeyer with 5 points on the night and makes it 10-2. Red Devils lead by 8 with 5:44 to go in the first quarter. Across the timeline, Thalheim throws over to the left wing for Hansen. Hansen with the basketball just inside the volleyball arc. Takes one dribble. They hands it off here to McKinney. McKinney throws it back up to Hammond. Hammond with the basketball, looking for a screen. Gets it, pulls up, long range 3, off back iron. Long rebound at the free throw line, brought down by Jensen. Underhand toss to Willoughby. Willoughby brings it across the timeline up the far side, right to left. Willoughby trying to take it inside and almost has it stolen away there, but Thalheim taps it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Red Devils. Stay with the Red Devils, but we got a timeout on the floor taken by Northern Valley. We will take one with them. 5:17 to go here in the first quarter. 10-2. Northern Valley in Oberlin in front here on 101.1 KFNF.
Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high-moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pin riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad you did.
10-2, 5:17 left here in quarter number 1. Back here, Oberlin Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF. Jensen throws over to Kettrell into the high post. Osmeyer takes one dribble and a couple of giant steps before he did. That'll be a travel. 4 turnover for the Red Devils. Just 1 for Northern Valley. 5:12 to go in the first quarter. 10-2. Working against a little bit of a press here. Hammond getting pressed by Jensen. Hammond races it up the near side, left to right across the timeline. Hammond with the basketball, right wing extended, underhand toss there to Nelson. Nelson, couple of dribbles, trying to get it back to the top of the key, almost has it stolen away by Kettrell. And Kettrell will draw a foul between him and Thalheim. Thalheim with his first. 4:57 to go with the first quarter. 10-2. Red Devils lead it by 8. Kettrell gets it into Willoughby. Willoughby avoids a steal. Now throws over to Kettrell on the left wing. Now left corner 3 off front iron. Osmeyer with a rebound there on the left low block. Takes one dribble. Looking for a little bit of help. Gets it out to Kettrell. Kettrell throws it up to Willoughby. Willoughby will reset the offense between the rings. 4:40 to go. Hands it off to Jensen. Jensen with the basketball. Looking to dump it off inside, and it was a little too late. Ends up being a turnover, and here comes Northern Valley in transition. Hansen with the basketball. Dumps it off to Hammond, top of the key. Looking for a little bit of help. Hammond still looking for some help. Throws it back over here to the left wing. Left wing extended now for Hansen. Hansen with the basketball, crosses over, dumps it off inside of Hammond. Hammond goes up for 2 against Osmeyer, loses the basketball underway. It was stripped out underneath there, I think, by Bryson Kettrell. Willoughby comes up with it, push ahead to Jensen. Jensen stops, back out. Gage Willoughby, college range 3, and he knocks it down. You betcha, Gage Willoughby. He's got 6, both of them from behind the arc. 13-2. Red Devils lead by 11 with 3:54 to go in the first quarter of play. Thalheim in trouble in a double team there, looking, gets it inside side, back out to Thalheim, takes one dribble. Long range three for him, and he knocks it down. Tate Thalheim showing what he can do. He's got 3 points now, and it makes it 13-5 with 3:38 to go in the first quarter of play. Willoughby met there by Hammond at the top of the free throw line. Now takes it all the way in, at the top of the half court line is how I should have said it. Did a big crossover, took it down left lane line, and drew a foul. This one from Caden Lowry, his first, team foul number 4 on the Huskies in the quarter. Red Devils with a basketball underneath their own hoop. Willoughby looking to get it in. Ball above his head, throws it out. Ketchell, right corner three, off back iron, long rebound underneath, and we got a foul there that'll be called on the Red Devils, and this one will go against Gage Willoughby, his second, and we'll see if Kyle Breath goes to the bench. Doesn't look like it. 3:28 to go in the first quarter, 13-5. Red Devils lead by 8 here. Thalheim with the basketball, working against the pressure. Up the near side, Thalheim taking it all the way to the rack, dribbles in between a defender, and will lay it up, and got a travel before that. Just the second turnover for the Huskies in the contest. 13-5. Red Devils, though, lead by 8. 3:22 to go in the first quarter of play. Willoughby bringing it up the middle of the floor, looking for a little bit of help as Hammond will meet him at the half-court line, gets a screen, and a moving screen will be called on Tyler Osmeyer. So fouls galore in this first quarter. 4 for the Huskies, 3 for the Red Devils, total of 7 with 3:15 to go in the first quarter. With a basketball, here's Hansen, dribbles it up the near side, brings it across the timeline, crosses over, now dumps it off over here to the right wing for Hammond. Round the horn, faking it. No, Lowry still with the basketball, hands it off to Thalheim. Thalheim against Ketchell, pulls up from 15 feet, misses it in and out. Osmeyer with the rebound. Osmeyer looking ahead to Willoughby. Thalheim comes in, steals it away, but almost loses it. Willoughby going after it again, and I think we got a foul. That's going to be on Gage, and that'll be his third. He comes up holding his head a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be okay, or his eye. Might have got poked in the eye. And that'll be Gage Willoughby's third foul, and so Gage is going to have to take a seat on the bench with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Brady Gehring will check into the contest. 2:50 to go, first quarter of play, 13-5. Bryson Ketchell all over Thalheim. A little bit of a box and one here, or just not letting Thalheim get the ball at all. Who does have it, throws it over to the left wing here for Hammond. Now a nice little UCLA cut down the middle there, and almost putting it in for 2 was Thalheim. It was open on the give and go. Not UCLA cut, but give and go, and Thalheim just missed the layup. Inside quickly to Osmeyer, who turns, spins over the right shoulder and puts it in. What a feed by Davin Jensen, who threw that basically from half court, and it makes it 15-5. Red Devils lead by 10, 2:20 left in the first quarter of play. And we got a foul. That'll be called on Bryson Ketchell, I think, here. Yes, Bryson Ketchell with the first, and that'll send Thalheim to the free throw line to shoot 2. Thalheim has taken 144 shots plus whatever he's taken tonight so far on the season. First one of the way for him, drops up and in. Tate now with 4 points. 1 of 1 to the free throw line, 15-6. Second one of the way, Thalheim drops them both home, 15-7. 5 points for him. Time out of the floor. We'll take one with him. 2:18 left in the first quarter. Oberlin leads by 8, 15-7. Here on 101.1 KFNF.
There's absolutely no better way to start 2025 than beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
15-7, Red Devils lead by 8 with 2:18 to go in the first quarter. We've had a total of 9 fouls between each team. 5 for the Red Devils in the quarter, 4 for Northern Valley. So it's certainly kind of made the flow of the game a little bit different anyway, that's for sure. 15-7. 2:18 to go here in the first quarter of play. And the Red Devils will have the ball out of the timeout. Jensen gets it off to Brady Gehring, who will give it back to Jensen, and Jensen will take it up across the timeline here. Jensen guarded by hand and picks up the ball way above the volleyball line, gets it back. Now the give to Bryson Ketchell down the left lane line, but missed it too strong, and Ketchell will force a jump ball and will stay with the Red Devils. Davin Jensen with a heck of a pass, again, as he went with give and go to Osmeyer, but then found Ketchell cutting on the back door. Jensen will inbound underneath the zone hoop, lobs it up to Osmeyer on the right low block. Osmeyer lost it, got it back, goes up for two, count the bucket, no. Got a foul first, and will stay with the Red Devils underneath their own hoop. But that should send Tyler Osmeyer to the free throw line, as that foul goes against Caden Lowry. It'll be his second, and Osmeyer will head to the free throw line to shoot two. Tyler, ready at the free throw line, 1 of 1 today. 12 of 18 coming in, 67% on the year. First one is up and off the mark for Tyler. Red Devils haven't shot many free throws this season, just 75. Second one on the way. Osmeyer drains the second, now 2 of 3, 8 points for him. 16-7, Red Devils lead by 9, 1:58 to go. Across the timeline with the basketball, Thalheim throws over to the right wing for Hammond. Hammond back up top of the key, around the horn. Lowry gets it to Hansen in the left corner, finds Hammond streaking across the baseline. Now takes it inside of the middle of the lane, throws up the shot against Osmeyer, missed it, and shot with the rebound of the left low block. Gets it out to Gehring, over to Jensen. Jensen walks it across the timeline with the basketball above the volleyball line, throws over the right wing. Ketchell inside Tyler Osmeyer, takes one dribble, goes up for two. Count the bucket and one. Tyler Osmeyer over the left shoulder with a drop step, puts it in for two, and heads to the free throw line to shoot the and one. So the foul goes against Griffin McKinney, his first. Makes it 18-7, Red Devils, and the and one is up for Tyler. Missed it. McKinney trying to come with the rebound. Shaw steals it away from him. Shaw with a dribble. Count the bucket, and one for him. And it's back-to-back and one tries for the Red Devils as they extend the lead to 13 at 20-7. Tyler Osmeyer with 10. Caden Shaw with his first 2 points. Shaw went scoreless there in that game against Oakley. It's good to see him back in the score sheet. And Griffin McKinney commits his second foul, so he'll have to check out. And Shaw at the free throw line to shoot two. Caden, 10 of 15, 67% of the year. First one of the way for Caden. And one, I should say, on the way. Drops it home. 3 points now for him. And the bucket did count, so it's 21-7 where we had a foul that will be called on Tyler Osmeyer, and that should be just his second, and it is. 21-7, 1:29 to go here in the first quarter, and now at the free throw line on the other end is Owen Hammond. The free throw did count. 21-7, 1:29 to go. Owen Hammond at the free throw line, 44% free throw shooter. Got 2 points on the night, coming off of 14 against the Ringnecks last night. First one of the way for him. Drops home. He's got 3 points now. 21-8. Red Devils lead by 13. With 1:29 to go here in the first quarter. Second one is up. Clanks off back iron, and Mitchell Watson will come up with a rebound. He had to come in with the two fouled Tyler Osmeyer heading to the bench. Still in the first quarter here, 1:21 to go. Over to the left wing, extended for Ketchell. Lobs it up to Watson. Over to the right wing for Brady Gehring. Gehring, couple of dribbles, trying to take it inside. And we got 3 seconds that'll be called on the Red Devils. So a long first quarter here, but with 10 fouls apiece between either team and more, 10 plus I should say, as each team now with a bonus. 1:09 left in the first quarter, 21-8. Thalheim with the basketball above the volleyball line. Throws it over here to the left wing for David. David lobs it up underneath to Hammond. Hammond over the top of Watson. Lays it up. Blocked underneath by Jensen. Shot comes up with it. Out to Brady Gehring. Gehring on fast pace in transition. Dumps it off. Long range three. Jensen misses everything. Ketchell trying to come up with a rebound. Shaw now is on the floor. Everybody's on the floor. And finally a jump ball will be called to go back to Northern Valley with 43 seconds to go. 43 ticks left in the first quarter. Red Devils lead by 13, 21-8, and going to the bottom of the bench here a little bit with, or I should say not the bottom of the bench, but more players seeing some more action than they've seen really all year. One of those is Mitchell Wasson, who commits a foul as they were trying to get it into Owen Hammond underneath. And that foul will be on Mitchell, his first. But Mitchell out there, Brady Gehring, who's seen a lot of action, but now has to see a little bit more with Gage going down with a couple of fouls. Owen Hammond able to drain his first free throw, 1 of 2. I guess his first shot of 2, 21-9. Second one of the way, Hammond misses it. Long rebound, raced down and brought down by David. But then coming in from behind is Brady Gehring, and he will force a jump ball and give it back here to the Red Devils with 31 seconds to go. So 31 seconds left in the quarter. Javin Jensen with the basketball. He'll be met by Hammond as he brings it across the timeline. Crosses over on the drive, dumps it off to a wide-open Caden Shaw. Lays it up too soft. Watson with a rebound. He goes up for 2, misses that, gets his own board. Trying to kick it back out, and a travel will be called first on Mitchell there underneath. Turnover number 7 for the Red Devils in the quarter to just 2 unofficially for the Huskies. 21-9, cross the timeline. Thalheim throws over to the left wing, extended for Hammond, and now Wasson will get called for a foul. That'll be a reach. And so that'll be Mitchell Wasson's second foul. So Willoughby with 3, Osmeyer with 2, Kettrell with 1. And at the free throw line is Owen Hammond again. 21-9, Red Devils lead with 9 ticks left in the first quarter. This first one is up and in. For Owen Hammond, he's now got 5 points, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Seems like we played a whole half here, but we're just coming to the end of the first quarter. 21-10, second one of the way, missed it, and Wasson going after the rebound, kicks it off his own foot out of bounds, and will stay with Northern Valley with 8 seconds to go. So 8 seconds left in the first quarter, 21-10. Thalheim with the ball underneath the zone hoop, gets it out to Hammond, over to Hansen. Now we're looking around for Thalheim. He gets on the right wing. Thalheim kicks it back out to David. Back to Thalheim. Pump fakes 3 at the buzzer. No. And that's where the quarter will end. So we head to the second quarter of action. Our score, it is Oberlin 21, Northern Valley 10 after a long first quarter here on 101.1 KFNF.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community-driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
So it's a foul-ridden first quarter, and that saw both teams have to go a little bit to the bench as the Red Devils will start the second quarter here with some of the main starters having to be on the bench. Tyler Osmeyer with 2 fouls, Gage Willoughby with 3. And then on the other side for Northern Valley, 2 from Caden Lowry and 2 from Griffin McKinney. So each team having some players step up here for a lot of minutes that haven't seen maybe quite that amount of minutes. Hansen throws over to the left wing for Thalheim, gets it inside to Hammond. Hammond over the right shoulder against Watson, lays it up. That was like a brick wall underneath with Watson, and he missed everything. Gehring hits Jensen in transition, left wing 3, off front iron. Rebound brought down by Hammond. Hammond will force it out in front, up the far side of the floor, left to right across the timeline, dribbling against Wasson, almost lost it, and they'll dribble it out of bounds. So it'll go back here to the Red Devils, 19-10. 7:24 left here in the second quarter of play. Looking to get it inside. Instead, it'll be stolen away. Another turnover for the Red Devils. Picked up back the other way. Thalheim coast to coast. And he'll lay it up and in for 2. Lay it up and be fouled. 19-10 is what they got on the scoreboard. I thought it was 21-10. Yeah. Should be 21. Don't know if they took some points away there in the timeout. Stahlheim at the free throw line. First one is up for him. Missed it off back iron. Caden Shaw whistled for his first foul. So at the free throw line is Stahlheim, who just missed that first free throw. Second one of the way for him. It's up and in. Body's flying inside the lane there. So we're going to go 19-11 is what they got on the scoreboard. 7:10 to go here in the second quarter. We got a foul. So I don't know. But 19-11. Looking to get it in is Jensen. Throws it up to Gehring, top of the key. Over to the left wing here for Wasson. Dumps it off to Jensen, who lays up the floater, fading away from about 5 feet. Missed it. Jensen comes in and swipes it away from behind from Hammond. Now Jensen throws it out to Ketchel. Ketchel on the right wing. Pump fakes and will travel with it anyway. So 19-11, 6:54 to go here in the first half. And the Red Devils give it back to the Huskies again here. Across the timeline, Thalheim. Thalheim guarded by Ketchel on the drive. Kicks it back out, stepping into a three. David misses everything. Backside rebound, McKinney dumps it off to Thalheim, who finds his way through, but will get called for a foul. I thought he traveled with it. I'm going to say a foul. So the whistles are certainly being blown. That's Mitchell Wasson's third foul now. So is Kyle Breath going to have to look more to the bench here? Lob pass over the top to Hammond. Hammond takes one dribble, spins, lays up the shot, missed it, saved back inbounds. Out of the hands of Shaw, out to Jensen. Jensen up the far side of the floor, right to left across the timeline. Lob pass underneath to Wasson, go off his hands and out of bounds. And another turnover. That's 9 for the Red Devils compared to the Northern Valley's unofficially 4. 19-11 here in quarter number 2. 6:20 to go, and at halftime we may have to go down and see where we added points or missed points, something like that. Thalheim with a funky layup there, missed everything. Ketchel with a long pass to Jensen. Jensen behind the back, pulls it back out. Ketchel pump fakes the three. Now drives, lays up the floater inside the lane, missed it. Shot with a rebound, up for 2, and he'll put it up and in. And Shaw now with 5 points makes it 21-11. Red Devils out in front, cross the timeline with the basketball. Left wing extended here is Thalheim. Thalheim getting it inside, feeds it in there, kicks it back out with the basketball. Now Hansen gets it back inside to Hammond, back out to Hansen, who pump fakes, pulls up just inside the arc from 18. No, Jensen with a rebound. Jensen one-hands it, now brings it across the timeline, right to left, dumps it off underneath to Wasson. Wasson, hard dribble, up for 2, can't use the backboard. Shaw with the offensive rebound, and he'll lay it off glass and in. He's got 7, and make it 23-11 here with 5:19 to go in the first half. Cross the timeline, Thalheim with the basketball, looking to get it inside, throws it back out here to McKinney. McKinney over to David. David gets it inside Hammond on the right low block. In trouble there as Jensen's inside, trying to force a jump ball. And he will, and it'll send it back to the Red Devils with 5:07 to go in the second quarter. So 23-11, Red Devils lead via the scoreboard. 5:04 to go here in the second quarter. It'll be Jensen bringing it across the timeline. Jensen throws it, left wing extended here for Ketchel. Top of the key for Wasson. Wasson looking, gets it out to Jensen in the right corner. Jensen with his toes against the sideline. Skip pass, Bryson Ketchel steps into a 3 and knocks it down. Ketchel from downtown. He's got his first 3 of the game, make it 26-11. Red Devils lead it by 15 here with 4:39 to go in the second quarter. Thalheim driving against Ketchel, stops in the lane, kicks it back out to Hammond. Hammond now against Wasson. Goes Euro all the way to the rack and lays it high off the glass and up and in. Owen Hammond with 7 points and to make it 26-13. Red Devils still in front here by 13 points, 4:19 to go in the second quarter. Ketchel with the basketball just inside the volleyball line over to Wasson. Now to Jensen in the right corner. Jensen with a college range 3. In and out, was halfway down. Tapped in the hands of Brady Gehring. He goes up and will draw a foul and right to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Brady Gehring sneaking his way inside, able to come up with a rebound, and will get rewarded for it and head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 26-13, Red Devils lead here by 13 points. Brady Gehring at the free throw line. First one for him. Cannot rattle home. Brady on the year, 0 of 2, now 0 of 3 overall from the charity stripe. 26-13, Red Devils in front. Second one on the way, you betcha. So Brady makes his first free throw of the season. Now got a 1 point of the night. 27-13, Red Devils cross the timeline with a basketball. Here's Thalheim, hands it off to David, now to Hansen. Hansen inside the volleyball arc at the top of the key. Off to Thalheim. Thalheim between the legs, now dribbling it down. Right lane line, pulls up for 2. Great shot right there by Tate Thalheim. He's got 8 points and on the move. Now 15 in total for Northern Valley. 27-15 lead for the Red Devils. Jensen with the basketball on the left wing. Skip pass over to Brady Gehring at the top of the key. Brady looking to get it inside. Won't. Pulls it back out here with a dribble. Now Brady throws over to Jensen. Jensen drives, pulls up, fades away from 5 feet. Can he get the roll? No. Tapped around, out of bounds, carrying him its way to the near side. It'll go out of bounds and go back to Northern Valley here with 3:23 to go in the first half. 27-15. A lot quicker second quarter than we had of that first quarter, that's for sure. Across the timeline, left to right. Here is Thalheim. Thalheim driving it down. Right lane line to the rack, and it'll be fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. I think the Red Devils thought they had a clean block there, and they're not going to get it. The foul will go against Davin Jensen, his first. Team foul number 3 for the Red Devils in the quarter. Thalheim back at the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one of the way for Thalheim, off front iron. So Thalheim, 27-15 Red Devils. Thalheim with 8 points. And can't make it 9 as he misses both of them. Does Thalheim. Rebound brought down there by Shaw. Quickly back the other way. Jensen crossing over in the right corner. Hands it off to Kettrell. Kettrell with the basketball just below the arc. Crosses over. Kettrell throws over to the right wing for Jensen. Jensen with the basketball. Lob pass inside. Mitchell Washington takes one dribble. Spins over the right shoulder and lays it up and in. Mitchell Washington with an incredible move, and he puts it in for 2. 29-15. Great move by Mitchell. 29-15, 2:46 left. Almost stolen away, but Kettrell will get whistled for a foul. Trying to go after it there. And that'll be the second on Bryson. So 2 on Bryson, 3 on Mitchell, 3 on Gage, 2 on Tyler, 1 on Caden, and 1 on Davin. Thalheim with the basketball, brings it across the timeline. Above the volleyball line now. Thalheim crossing over a couple of times. Gets it over to Hammond. Guarded by Wasson. Hammond at the top of the key. Long range 3. Airballed it. I think Wasson might have got a piece of it as well. But they don't say he does because that would have been out on Oberlin. But instead they go back to Northern. It goes back to Oberlin. 29-15. Red Devils in front. 2:26 to go in the first half. Jensen with the basketball. One-hand pass, lob pass underneath. Caden Shaw, perfect lob into him. Count the bucket and 1. Bryson Kettrell with a great assist. Caden Shaw with a chance for a 3-point play. 9 points for Caden Shaw now. And a 31-15 lead for the Red Devils. It's at 16 points, going to make it 17. Again, Caden Shaw. First one is up and drops home. So Caden. Now 2 of 2 from the charity stripe and has 10 points. So Gage Willoughby is set out from the first quarter on. Tyler Rossmeyer set out from late first quarter on. The Red Devils continue to score. 32-15 here on the drive down right lane line of the rack. Missed it. Rebound from behind will be brought down, and a foul will be called. Here's the Red Devils brought down the rebound. The foul will go against Caden Lowry, his third. We got a timeout of the floor. We'll take one with them. 2:09 to go in the first half. 32-15. Red Devils lead by 17. Here on 101.1 KFNF.
Insurance, it seems like you can never have enough. And when it comes to peace of mind, it's good to have the right insurance in place. Fredrickson Insurance Agency in Oberlin can help you do just that. Fredrickson's can help with supplemental insurance for your home, farm, business, auto, and yes, even your crop. Fredrickson's will help you find the best plan from the best companies. Insurance, get the best from Fredrickson Insurance Agency next to the Landmark in downtown Oberlin. 785-475-3883.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Back here from Oberlin, 32-15, 2:09 left in this first half. And just as I said, this second quarter was going by a little bit quicker. It slowed down just a hair anyway. Across the timeline, Jensen, lob pass inside of Wasson at the high post, back out Brady Gehring. Gehring was wanting to get it inside. Now long skip pass to Bryson Ketchell, right corner 3, off back iron. Caden Shaw trying to run down the rebound, taps it out to Bryson Ketchell. Bryson with a skip pass over to Brady Gehring in the left wing. Brady gets it off to Jensen. Jensen with the basketball in the left corner, fakes the skip pass, now does give it off to Ketchell. Finds Mitchell Watson wide open underneath, spins and lays it up for 2. Got it to go. Mitchell Watson with a big bucket right there. And do we have a bucket to go? Yes, we do. So Mitchell Watson now with 4 points. It's his first bucket, his first points really all year. Not his first action, but his first points, first shot attempts at all this whole entire season. And he's got 4 points. 34-15. Red Devils in front, down left lane line. Thalheim with a long floater. Missed it, was halfway down, but doesn't roll in. Gehring with a rebound, brings it up the middle of the floor. Brady throws over to Jensen in the left corner. Jensen one dribble, skip pass over to Bryson Ketchell, who pump fakes, drives right baseline, and he will draw a foul here against Northern Valley, wouldn't you know. The foul will go against Lucas Hansen. That'll be his second foul. 1:18 to go in the second quarter, 34-15. Bryson Ketchell at the free throw line to shoot 2. Bryson out of the free throw line here to shoot a pair. 34-15. And the first one of the way for Bryson. Can't roll home. Bryson of the year, 40% free throw shooter, 6 of 15. Make that 7 made free throws for him. He's now got 4 points on the night. 35-15, Red Devils lead by 20 here in the first half with 1:10 to go. Thalheim with the basketball, guarded by Gehring, driving, stops inside the arc, throws it back out to Nelson, and he will walk with the basketball. 1:04 left in the first half, 35-15. Brady Gehring will inbound in front of his own bench here. Red Devils looking to snap a 3-game losing streak and on good pace to do it. Jensen with the basketball over to Ketchell in the right wing, dumps it off. Mitchell Wasson takes a power dribble, in trouble there, throws it back out to Ketchell, who saves it and bounce from going out of bounds. Now Jensen on the drive, stops, long skip pass over to Gehring in the left wing. Gehring with the basketball, a couple of dribbles there, looking for a little bit of help. Dumps it off to Jensen. Jensen will settle things down, 40 seconds to go. Into the high post, Shaw turns, spins, puts it up for 2 from 10 feet and puts it in. Caden Shaw from the high post, making that look easy. 37-15 Red Devils. Thalheim, step back 3 from the left wing. What a shot right there by Tate Thalheim. He's got 11 points and to make it 37-18 with 18 seconds to go in the second quarter. Across the timeline with the basketball, left wing extended, Jensen. Jensen, long skip pass over to Bryson Ketchell. Bryson inside Mitchell Wasson, right low block, and Mitchell will get called for the double dribble. And with 8 seconds to go, it'll go back to Northern Valley. And Oberlin going to put on a little bit of pressure here with just 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Hansen looking to get into Thalheim, and Thalheim will draw a foul from Brady Gehring as Brady was reaching around trying to come up with a steal, and Brady can't believe it either. 37-18. That foul against Brady is his first. First one on the way coming here from Tate Thalheim. It's up and off the back iron. So Tate now 3 of 7 from that charity stripe. Just 2 scorers for Northern Valley in this first quarter, in this first half. Second one drops home, 12 points. And we got a timeout of the floor with 7 seconds to go. We'll take one. We'll keep it right here, 37-19. Red Devils in front, 7 seconds to go in this first half. As it's been a long first half, that's for sure. As we have had a lot of fouls. Run you through it for either team. Tate Thalheim with 1, Cade Lowry with 3, Hammond with 1, Hansen with 2, McKinney with 2. The Red Devils have Davin Jensen with 1, Bryson Kettrell with 2, Mitchell Wasson with 3, Gage Willoughby with 3, Brady Gehring with 1, Tyler Rossmeyer with 2, and Caden Shaw with 1. So each team, it's not just one that's had a lot of fouls and the other one hasn't. Each team has been in foul trouble. The Red Devils, even with that, and a couple of their non-starters playing in the quarter have still been able to put up some big buckets here. Brady Gehring with a long pass down the floor to Davin Jensen. Jensen overran it a little bit. Now Jensen in trouble with 4 seconds to go. Jensen back out. Bryson Kettrell left wing 3. The buzzer! No, just missed it, and we will head to the locker room. So, 2 quarters, a half in the books here from Oberlin. Our score, it is Oberlin 37. And Northern Valley 19. This is Oberlin Red Devil basketball here at 101.1 KFNF.
A step towards better health. High Plains Podiatry.
If you've tried everything to get rid of your warts, High Plains Podiatry offers innovative Swift microwave therapy. Swift is clean and unevasive to get rid of your warts, leaving no blisters or scarring. And it doesn't even need bandages. Move on from warts with amazingly effective wart removal technique from High Plains Podiatry. Call 345-3773 or visit highplainspodiatry.com.
Forget the flashy ads and gimmicks. Farmers, you need fertilizer equipment you can trust. J.D. Skiles in Atwood, Kansas delivers what truly matters, integrity and innovation. From custom fertilizer trailers and pit stop chemical systems to liquid fertilizer systems, they've got it all. Need more efficient spraying equipment? They have the most innovative ATV and UTV sprayers available. No frills, just quality. Visit them online at jdskiles.com or 101 Grant Street in Atwood, Kansas today. J.D. Skiles, where farming meets excellence without compromise.
Next Tech is proud to now offer social media monitoring from Bark, designed by parents for parents. Bark is a service that scans text messages, over 30 social media apps, and other online activity, keeping you informed and your child protected. With Bark from Next Tech, parents get alerts for potential dangers easily and effortlessly. Interested in learning more? Visit next-tech.com/bark or call 877-625-7872.
Agriculture, a hard-working industry built by a labor of love, blood, sweat, and tears. An industry that is constantly changing at an increasing rate with not enough hours in the day. Nutrien Ag Solutions is here to help carry the burden by offering multiple financing options, in-depth soil health and productivity analysis, field-by-field seed recommendations, and industry-leading services. Nutrien, working smarter and harder. Contact your local Nutrien today.
Honey, we need to talk right now.
What happened? Did something break?
Yes, it's the A word. Now go to the kitchen.
The A word? What do you mean?
Appliances. Our fridge is from R&M Service Center, and they're having a sale. Let's get a new one.
At R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin, find top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. Don't forget they service what they sell. Get your new appliance today at R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin. Where hometown charm meets fresh market dreams. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin is a feast for the senses. Hand-picked produce, sizzling steaks, and hearty roasts await your dinner table. Quality soars in every aisle. And when the lunch bell rings, their deli dishes out delights that'll turn your midday meal into a culinary escape on select days. See store for details. Shopping at Ray's is a breeze, leaving the heavy lifting to them as they escort your groceries right to your car. Experience the difference at Ray's Grocery. Fresh, friendly, and always local. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Back here from Oberlin, halftime of our boys game, 37-19. The Oberlin Red Devils on top of Northern Valley. In a long first half, the Red Devils able to have the halftime lead, 37-19. We'll give you those first half numbers coming up in a second. When we're joined alongside with head coach of the Red Devils, Brandon Gehring. Boy, coach, I'm sure it's nice. I know it was only one loss, but I'm sure it's nice to get back in the win column, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I thought our first half, we
came out and played like I wanted us to. We played fast, we played aggressive on the defensive end, and we talked about it in the pregame how our press seems to jumpstart us sometimes, and we didn't get that against Oakley. So it was nice to see us get that, and it's always good to get a win.
Yeah, getting off to a fast start. I know we talked about that. You wanted to see it. 16-0 run to start out the game. I mean, you can't ask for a faster start than that, can you?
Right. No. I thought the girls did a good job. We did some different things out of our press tonight based off how they try to break the press, and they got us a couple times. But the thing was, I thought we kept playing hard. Even when they threw the ball over the top, you didn't see them get layups, and that's a good sign that we were sprinting and hustling and not just giving up on a press if they broke it real quick.
Yeah, 39 points there at halftime, so had to be happy with the way the offense was playing. Defense leading to offense, and then only to allow 12 points there at the break. You had to be happy with the way the defense played, obviously, right?
Yeah, I just didn't think they got many shots up, and that's what we talked about. In the first half, they didn't get hardly any threes up, and that's against our 1-3-1. And I thought we were flying around. In the second half, they were able to knock some threes in, and we played man, and that's something we're working on, and we want to get better at it. So we definitely tried to commit to that in the second half. And but yeah, no, I thought our first half was great.
And obviously, Briley had quite the night as well with 18 points, but saw a lot of different girls get in and score tonight, which is always a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we had multiple girls. I think we had 3 in double figures tonight, and 2 that were right there, 7 and 8 points. Missed some free throws, so I think I jinxed us. We're usually a better free throw shooting team than what we showed tonight, but yeah, it's good to see some other girls get going and good to see our aggressiveness. We want to score in phases, and transition was one. Phase 2 was getting to the foul line, and I thought we did that early.
And, boy, you get a tough matchup coming up this Friday against Hoxie. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the state, obviously, and off to a great start to the season. I guess it's going to be a dogfight, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But it's one that we've had circled and one that we're ready for. And that's the kind of games we want, especially now. I mean, you don't always want, 30-point wins. Sometimes you need those dogfights and those hard games, and it kind of tests you and measures where you're at. And Hoxie's always been a great team, and they got a great team this year. They've got some athletes, and the Boehner girl's probably going to be one of the most athletic girls we see all year. And alongside that, she's got some shooters and other athletic players. So it's a good test, and we'll be excited, and hopefully we'll be ready for it.
Yeah, you have to be happy with the way your girls are coming out of kind of this stretch of the season here, going into the next stretch where you get Hoxie, the Northwest Kansas League tournament, and you come out with some tough teams as well. So have to be happy with where you're sitting, right? Moving your way into that.
Yeah, no, I'll take a 6-3 record any day. And there's some games we look back on and wish we could have got, but I think we're better. We're better because of it, and like you said, we're about to hit a tough stretch. So now it's finding ways to win. It's not necessarily going to be pretty sometimes, but finding some resiliency and ways to continue to play through tough games. You saw us do that up at the Cattle Trail, and we're going to have to continue to do that now.
That's for sure. Well, Coach, thanks for stopping by, and congrats on the win.
All right, thank you.
Once again, head coach Brandon Gehring after the Lady Red Devils get the win here tonight by a final score of 58-31. Always great to chat with Brandon. Big thanks to him for always stopping by as the Lady Red Devils get the win 58-31. Let's give you your first half numbers of our boys contest. Like I mentioned, it's been a foul-happy game. I don't know if either team wanted it that way, but we counted it up. There's been a total of 22 first half fouls between each team and just 19 points scored for Northern Valley. So kind of tells you the night that Northern Valley's been having as well as the night that we've been having as a whole in the game. 37-19 here at the break. Take you through your first half numbers. We'll start with Northern Valley. Tate Thalheim, 12 points here at the break. Owen Hammond with 7. Yes, just 2 scores for Northern Valley, and they're 2 leading scorers. Once again, Tate Thalheim with 12. Owen Hammond with 7. The Huskies go 7 of 14 from the free throw line there in the first half. Oberlin on the evening, 2 points from Davin Jensen, 4 from Bryson Kettrell, 4 from Mitchell Wasson, 6 from Gage Willoughby, 1 from Brady Gehring, 10 from Tyler Rossmeyer, and 12 from Caden Shaw. But give a big kudos out to Caden Shaw, Mitchell Wasson, as well as Brady Gehring, and Davin Jensen and Bryson Kettrell. That 5 basically had to play from late first quarter on without any subs because both Gage Willoughby and Tyler Rossmeyer were dealing with foul trouble, and Kyle Breth doing what most coaches do when you're dealing with some foul trouble, leave those guys on the bench, let your bench step up, and they certainly did that, and it looks like we got the starting five out there. And Gage, towards the end of that half when he came out, picked up his third foul. He actually injured his eyebrow, and it looks like he's got a Band-Aid or something up there as well. So glad to see Gage make his way back out there. I think that's partially why we didn't see him a little bit more, but the 3 fouls didn't help either. But Tyler had 10 first-quarter points, none of the second, because he did not see any minutes in that second quarter. But big-time step up from not only Brady Gehring off the bench, but Mitchell Wasson tacking on 4 points. Second half action, and we are underway here from Oberlin, 37-19. And it's Hammond with the basketball on the left wing. Hammond on the drive out of the middle of the lane. And we already got a foul, wouldn't you know. Davin Jensen whistled for a foul, his second. 37-19, 7:51 to go in the fourth quarter. In the third quarter, excuse me. Feels like we should be in the fourth. Hammond trying to get into Thalheim. He does, right against the sideline. Thalheim pulls up from 15 feet and will hit. Tate Thalheim now has got 14 points on the night. So Tate with 14, and it makes it 37-21, and we got a foul, wouldn't you know. So that foul will go against Tate Thalheim, his second. 37-21, 7:37 to go in the third quarter of play. With the basketball underneath the hoop is Gage Willoughby, throws it out. Bryson Ketchell, right wing three, misses everything. It was essentially a pass to Osmeyer on the left low block, who spins over the right shoulder, but missed it just a little strong through some hands. Hammond with a rebound up the near side. Hammond taking it coast to the rack, high off the glass, missed it, tapped around underneath, back out into the hands of Thalheim. Thalheim, couple of hard dribbles, lays up the floater from 5 feet, and will get the roll. Tate Thalheim with all 4 points in this half from the Red Devils. Now a wide open Tyler Rossmeyer, and he smashes it home for a dunk, and it's 39-23. Red Devils streaking down the floor. Hammond in transition for 3. Can't get that rebound, and Tyler Rossmeyer now on the break. Gets it out here to Davin Jensen. Jensen gets it inside. Tyler Rossmeyer over the right shoulder, and he'll be fouled. And Tyler Rossmeyer caught that one in transition on a great pass up the far side of the floor and didn't even take a dribble, just stepped right into the dunk. And now he's at the free throw line. First one of the way, missed it. That's Griffin McKinney's 4th foul. Tyler Rossmeyer at the free throw line, 2 of 4, and make it 2 of 5. He misses both of them. 39-23, 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Hammond with the basketball, right wing extended, looking to drive against Jensen. He does, all over the rack, lays it up. Too soft, rebound to the hands of Osmeyer. The push ahead here to Willoughby. Willoughby racing down the floor, pulls it back out. Left corner 3, Gage, no. Backside rebound brought down by Bryson Ketchell. Ketchell now driving right baseline, reverse layup, missed that. Osmeyer with the rebound, goes up for 2. Missed it, got his own board again, and again can't get the second one to go. Missed it too strong off the back iron. Up the near side of the floor, right to left. Thalheim goes behind the back. Now at the top of the key. Thalheim pull up 3. Can it get the roll? No. Tapped around a couple of times. Hard dribble Hammond. Hammond going up against Osmeyer. Lowered his shoulder. And Tyler not liking the call. I don't know if I like it either. Even though Tyler did move his feet, it was the lowering of the shoulder that Hammond that created the contact. But Hammond misses the first free throw. So you think they would just let that go, but instead they call a foul. And it will be against Tyler Rossmeyer, his 3rd rebound to the hands of Hammond. Hammond to the rack, missed it, and on the follow, Lowry will put it in for 2. His first 2, 39-25. Red Devils still lead, though, with the basketball. Willoughby in between the rings, now over on the right wing. Lob pass, looking to get it inside. Does to Osmeyer. Osmeyer spins, lays up the shot, missed it. Rebound, Ketchell back out. Davin Jensen, left corner 3, off front iron, but it'll be fouled, and he's going to head to the free throw line to shoot 3. And that'll be Caden Lowry's 4th foul. So foul after foul after foul. 5:44 to go in the third quarter. 39-25. Red Devils lead by 14. First one of the way for Davin. Up and in. Davin with 3 points. 1 of 1 at the free throw line. Came in just 5 of 8 for 63%. Second one up. Missed it. And we'll have number 3 coming his way. 40-25. Red Devils in front by 15. Second one up and drops home. 2 of 3 there for Davin. 4 points now, 41-25. Red Devils lead by 16. Thalheim inside the lane, forces a tough shot from about 5 feet. Missed it, shot with the rebound. Push ahead to Willoughby. Willoughby up the near side, left to right across the timeline. Now lob pass over the top of everybody to Osmeyer, who will lay it off glass and in for 2. Tyler Osmeyer with 14 points, 43-25. Up the far side of the floor, hands it off here to Hammond. Hammond will underhand it this time. Now pump faking, long range shot there from Thalheim. Missed it, and Hammond comes down with a rebound. Shaw will force a jump ball. Thalheim taking a tough couple of shots and almost got both of them to go. But comes up just a little bit short on each of them. 43-25, 5:08 left in the third quarter. Across the timeline with the basketball is Willoughby. Willoughby throws it over to the right wing, extended here for Jensen. Jensen with a long skip pass over the hands of Willoughby. Long range 3 on the left side, and he hit it. Gage Willoughby from the parking lot. He's now got 9, and his third made 3 of the game. 46-25. Red Devils in front by 21 points. Over to the right wing here for Hammond. Hammond on the drive, down the middle of the lane against Osmeyer. He'll block it, but Kettrell, who picked up the ball, will be on the out-of-bounds line, and when he does, it'll stay with Northern Valley underneath their own hoop with 4:40 to go in the third quarter. 4:40 left, third quarter, 46-25. With the ball underneath the hoop, looking to get it in here, lobbing it, trying to get it into Hammond was Thalheim. Almost has it stolen away. Hammond will be the one to inbound now for Northern Valley. Hammond slaps the ball, looks to get it in here, still looking, lobs it up over the top to McKinney. Lowry, back to McKinney, to Hansen, over to Thalheim. Thalheim on the drive, stopping, looking to score, and took too many steps trying to go up and under against Bryson Kettrell. And that'll be a turnover. 46-25, 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Red Devils lead it by 21. Across the timeline, Willoughby drives it hard into the right corner, stops there, throws it back up to Jensen at the top of the key. Skip pass over to Kettrell. Kettrell with the basketball on the left wing. Couple of dribbles back up to Jensen. Jensen with a lob pass over the top. And they're going to call a foul on Tyler Osmeyer, who is trying to get open underneath. They say he stuck the arm out a little too much, and that'll be Tyler's 4th foul. So Tyler will check out of the contest. 46-25. Mitchell Wasson is in again with the basketball. Thalheim throws it over to the right wing. Here for Hammond. Back up to the top of the key. Around the horn quickly to Hansen to the left corner. Hansen back up to Thalheim. Thalheim driving it. Pulls up from 10 feet on the mid-range and hits. There's that mid-range jumper he's been wanting all the second half. 18 points, 46-25. Thalheim with a 18, 46-27. Red Devils in front. And almost losing it is Jensen. Jensen now on the drive, tries to get it inside there to Wasson. It'll be almost stolen away. Up the side of the floor, 3 ball on the way for Hammond in transition. No. Shaw with the rebound. Gets it out to Willoughby. Willoughby up the far side, left to right across the timeline. 3:26 left in the third quarter. Willoughby above the volleyball line, hands it off to Davin Jensen. Jensen gets his screen. Jensen now skips it over to Bryson Kettrell on the left wing. Kettrell on the drive, left baseline of the rack, lays it up through contact and in for 2. Bryson Kettrell with a beautiful move. He's got 6, 48-27. Quickly back the other way comes Hansen all the way to the right corner. He stopped there, though. Willoughby all over him. Now throws over to the right wing for Thalheim. Thalheim will reset the offense with a basketball. Throws over to Hammond. Hammond trying to dump it off underneath there to Hansen on a backdoor cut. And they'll say last touched by Schott. It'll go out of bounds, but stay with Northern Valley. So Northern Valley with the basketball, 2:51 to go in the third quarter, 48-27. Red Devils in front, lob pass here into the short corner, and Davin Jensen will be whistled for a foul. So Davin with his third. 48-27, 2:48 left here in the third quarter. Red Devils all over the Northern Valley Huskies and trying to keep it going. Up by 21, looking to get it in. Lob pass into Hammond. Hammond pulls up from 15 feet on the left wing. Missed it. Backside rebound. Gage Willoughby. Willoughby on the break. Willoughby 3-on-2. Takes it all the way down. Right lane. And will lay it in. Gage Willoughby with a couple of pump fakes to the outside like he was going to pass. Instead takes the layup and makes it 50-27. Out to the outside here for David in the left corner. David. And instead 3 seconds will be called on Northern Valley. 2:27 left in the third quarter. Red Devils lead it 50-27. As the Red Devils, 21 to the first quarter, 16 in the second. Willoughby gonna walk it up, brings it across the timeline, guarded by Hammond. Willoughby drives it into the left corner, behind the back, pulls it out. Lob pass underneath. Caden Shaw, beautiful pass, beautiful layup. It leads to a bucket. 14 points for Caden Shaw. 52-27. Red Devils extend the lead again. With the basketball, Thalheim. Thalheim turn to the corner, trying to drive, lays up the shot, and will be fouled. 2:02 left here in the third quarter. 52-27. 25-point lead for the Red Devils. The foul will go against Bryson Kettrell, his third. And if you don't leave this game with more than 2 fouls, where you been playing? 2:02 left here in the third. First one of the way for Thalheim. Drops up and in. Thalheim now with 19 points. He's 5 of 9 from the charity stripe tonight. And we'll step back up there. Tate Thalheim, 19 on the night. And can't make it 20. In and out on the free throw. Brady Gehring, long pass ahead here to Davin Jensen in the right corner. Jensen with the basketball, a couple of hard dribbles, throws it back to Brady Gehring on the left wing. Brady with the basketball. Brady wanting to drive, now pulls it back out. Gage Willoughby, step back 3, clanks it off back iron. Rebound to the hands of Hammond. Hammond on the break, one-on-one with Willoughby to the rack, lays it up too strong, and the rebound comes back out into the hands of Gehring, but then a jump ball will be called as Hansen came in to try to get it as well, and they'll say it'll stay with Northern Valley with 1:36 to go in the third quarter. 52-28, Red Devils in front. Looking to get it in. Does here to Hammond. Hammond with the basketball in the left corner. Now up to the left wing for Hansen. Trying to get it inside to Hammond. And Shaw from behind trying to poke it away will get called for a foul. Caden, only a second foul. How about that? 52-28. Red Devils in front. Hammond will be at the free throw line here. Has not scored in the second half. And his first shot is up and misses it. (52-28). Second one of the way. Missed it off back iron. That one will go out of bounds. We got a timeout of the floor taken by Northern Valley. We'll take one with them. 52-28, 1:27 to go. Red Devils in front here on 101.1 KFNF.
The difference between going to the bank and going to the bank. When you go to the bank, it's just,
hello, welcome to the bank. How can we bore you?
But when you go to the bank,
hi, welcome to the bank. How can we help you?
And that help is offered to you in 13 northern Kansas locations to help your financial goals become a reality. From services and loans to state-of-the-art financial products, come to where the difference is better. The bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
52-28, Red Devils all over the Northern Valley Huskies here from Oberlin tonight. Red Devils looking to break that 3-game losing streak in kind of this tough skid where they've lost 4 of their last 6, dating all the way back into that Cattle Trail tournament. And if they can keep on pace here, it looks like they might be able to do it. Wide open underneath Thalheim, blocked from behind by Jensen. Now they both are fighting after it, and will finally be last touched by Thalheim. So the Red Devils will get it back. 1:22 to go in the third quarter. 24-point Red Devil lead, 52-28. Across the timeline, Willoughby hands it off to Gehring. Gehring on the drive, down left lane line. Dumps it off to a wide-open Caden Shaw, who just misses the layup. Got his own rebound, and will draw a foul underneath there. So the Red Devils and Brady Gehring doing a great job drawing the defense into him. Great lob pass over the top of the defense. 52-28, that foul goes against Hansen. Into the right corner for Kettrell. Kettrell gives it back there to Willoughby. Willoughby, a couple of hard dribbles, pulls it back out to the top of the key and resets the offense. Guarded by Hammond, hands it off to Kettrell. Kettrell turning the corner on the drive, spins, finds himself wide open, lays it up, missed it, shot comes in, and will then get a jump ball called. 52-28. It looked like Shaw just ripped it out of his hands right away, but they called a jump ball. So it'll save Oberlin with the basketball here. Brady Gehring, lob pass, looking to get it inside. And instead, Kettrell comes down with it over to Gehring. Gehring on the left wing, lays up the runner inside the lane, missed it. Shaw goes over the top of his head. Kettrell comes down with it. Kettrell with a hard dribble, up for two, and he'll be fouled. Went back to the free throw line to shoot two. So 52-28, 40 seconds left, and that is the fifth foul on Griffin McKinney, who will foul out of the game with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. First one on the way for Kettrell. It's offside iron. I've called quite a few basketball games in my time. I don't think I've ever seen anybody foul out in the third quarter, but it's been that type of night. And the second one of the way for Kettrell. Missed it off back iron. Shaw comes down with a rebound. Out to Kettrell from 18 feet this time. Can't get that one to go. Rebound brought down here by Hammond. Hammond up the near side, taking it coast to coast to the rack. And he will be fouled. And is going to head to the free throw line. Now we got a discussion. They were saying Brady Gehring might have been able to take a charge there. Just Brady's second foul, so what, he's got 3 more to go. 31 seconds left here in the quarter. First one of the way for Hammond is off the mark. Hammond now with his 11th and 12th free throws, and he is just 3 for 11. Second one of the way. Make it 4 of 12. He's got 8 points. First points for him in the second half. 52-29 across the timeline. The basketball, Willoughby down right lane line, lays up a tough floater, missed it, rebound underneath, brought down by the Huskies. Hammond up the near side, right to left, crossing over on the drive, all over to the rack. It's deflected by Gehring underneath, saved by Lowry. Now the put-up shot there, and a foul will be called as the shot was put up by Hansen on a floater from about 10 feet. A foul will come in on the rebound. It'll be called on Northern Valley, and that foul will go against Owen Hammond, and that is his 4th foul. So Brady Gehring will head to the free throw line. Brady made his first free throw of the season just a few minutes ago, probably more than a few minutes ago. First one on the way for Brady is up and in. Brady with 2 points, 2 of 3 from that charity stripe, and make him 3 of 4. 3 points for Brady, all from the charity stripe. 54-29 Red Devils. Across the timeline, Thalheim down the right lane line, and he will travel with the ball, trying to pull up there from 10 feet from the right low block. 54-29. Red Devils in front here. Willoughby skips it over to Jensen at the buzzer. Missed it. And he shot that from three-quarter court and almost drained it, but just caromed off the side iron. We're through 3 quarters here from Oberlin. 54-29. Red Devils in front here on 101.1 KFNF.
Save more, earn more.
more with the Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union. Enrollment in this program automatically rounds up the amount of all debit card and ShareJack purchases made from your checking account to the next whole dollar and deposits it into the Easy Saver savings account. Not only will this account help you save, but it also earns 2.1% APY monthly. Special terms and conditions apply. Come in today and open your Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
Sneezes, sniffles, or seasonal blues. It might seem like a small bother, but right now at Ward Drug in Oberlin, it's the perfect time to get your vaccinations. Protect yourself and your loved ones with their comprehensive range of vaccines. As an independently owned pharmacy, Ward Drug offers personalized care you can trust. Don't wait for the next wave of germs to hit. Your health is your wealth at Ward Drug. Visit warddrugstore.com or call them at 785-475-2285.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
54-29, Red Devils lead by 25 as we begin our fourth quarter of action here from Oberlin. Each team certainly with a ton of fouls in the game. Try to avoid having a lot of foul outs here in this fourth quarter. Hammond pulls up from 18. Didn't look like he was going to, but does and puts it in. He's got 10. Make it 54-31. Red Devils lead it. Across the timeline, over to the left wing. Now lob pass underneath. Caden Shaw with a perfect drop step. Lays it up and in for two. Caden Shaw with 16. That's his season high, and it continues to grow. Thalheim for three in transition. Misses everything. Kettrell with the rebound. Kettrell to push ahead to Jensen. Jensen trying to force it inside. He'll have it stolen away by Thalheim. Thalheim running it up the right side of the floor. Thalheim in transition. Tries to sneak his way in, and there will be a foul. So we're about ready to almost tick to 8:50 here. Usually we're talking about fourth quarter stats at this point, but night going a little bit longer. Davin Jensen with a foul. First one for Thalheim. Rattles home as it touches every part of the net. Fourth foul on Jensen. 20 points now for Tate Thalheim. He's got 6 made free throws, 6 of 12. Make that 7 of 12. 21 points for him. 56-33. Red Devils lead. Across the timeline with the basketball on the right wing is Willoughby. Hands it off to Jensen. Jensen to the high post for Brady Gehring. Takes one dribble, goes up for two, has a shot blocked. Got it back out to Jensen. Jensen skip pass over to Willoughby. Left corner three, off front iron, can't get the roll. Hammond with a rebound up the near side across the timeline. Hammond stops in transition, wanted to shoot the three, doesn't, pulls it out. Zane Brown with the basketball. Inside the arc, Thalheim driving it with a low dribble, trying to kick it back out now. Spins around, up for two, count the bucket and one. And that'll be it for Davin Jensen, as that'll be his fifth foul. So Davin Jensen will check out, and he fouls out here with 6:43 to go in the fourth quarter. And I expect that's not the first foul out we're going to see in the quarter. Thalheim, they counted the bucket. So he's now got 23. And the and one is up and in. 24 points for Tate Thalheim, 8 of 13 from the charity stripe. 56-36, 20-point game. First time it's been there in a while. Willoughby throws it over to Kettrell. Kettrell inside Osmeyer, dumps it off to a wide-open shot, up for two, and he is fouled. And will head to the free throw line to shoot two himself. So Caden Shaw back to the free throw line. First time being at the free throw line for him in a while. 16 points. That's a season high for Caden Shaw. And we'll add to it. Season high, and I would assume a career high as well. Caden 3 of 3 at the free throw line. 57-36. Out to a 21-point lead again. And we will have a 22-point lead. 18 points. Across the timeline, the near side here is Thalheim. Pulls up in transition for three. Can't let him do that. He's now got 27 points to Thalheim, and it's 58-39, 19-point game in favor of Oberlin, 6:21 to go. We'll take a break. Time out on the floor here on 101.1 KFNF.
Shield Roofing not only offers roofing for residential and business, but siding, guttering, insulation, windows, and doors, construction and remodeling too. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call, 785-475-2533. AquashieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
6:21 left here in the fourth and final quarter, and Oberlin leads it by 19, 58-39. First time it's been below that 20-point threshold in a long while, and Tate Thalheim is taking the team on his back, especially in this fourth quarter, where he has got 8 points alone in the fourth, adding to his 27 on the night. Gage Willoughby, that bandage has gotten bigger on the left eye, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Throws over to Ketchel on the left wing. Looking to get it back to Willoughby. Brady Gehring comes in to save it inside to Tyler Rossmeyer, who spins, pulls up for two. No foul there after his arm was hit. Shaw misses the rebound. And Rossmeyer goes back up for two again, and it'll be foul. And Tyler Rossmeyer will foul out of the game, and Kyle Breath isn't going to like that call because Tyler literally had his arm hit on that shot. They didn't call that, but they'll call the over-the-back call on him. So Tyler has fouled out of the game with 5:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Shot on the way from Northern Valley, off the mark, off back iron. Willoughby with a rebound up the middle of the floor. Willoughby, skip pass over to Ketchel, left wing extended. Ketchel into Gehring. Gehring with a long skip pass over to Willoughby. Willoughby pump fakes. Now will pull up from 18 feet. Missed it. Shaw through his hands. Rebound brought down here by Hansen. Hansen up the near side. Hansen on the drive, looking. Kicks it out here to Hammond. Hammond on the drive, gets it off to Thalheim. Thalheim with a basketball, crossing over. He's going to reset things up here. Gets over to Hansen on the right wing. Hansen using a screen on the drive, kicks it out to Thalheim. Thalheim pump fakes, goes in between the legs. Now on the drive, Thalheim trying to lay it up. Was wanting to draw a foul, and it won't do it. It'll stay here with Northern Valley underneath the hoop, underneath their own hoop. 5:10 left in the fourth quarter. Thalheim gets it in here to Brown. Now to Hansen. Hammond, on the right low block. Lays it up, missed it. Lowry comes in with the offensive rebound. It squirts out from his hands into the hands of Ketchel. Ketchel looking to push. He'll stop in transition on the left wing to Brady Gehring at the top of the key. Brady gets over to Gage. Gage on the left wing. Back up top of the key, around the horn. Over to the left wing. Lob pass inside. Mitchell Wasson goes up for two. High off the glass and puts it in. Mitchell Wasson, first points of the second half. He's got 6. Make it 60-39 with 4:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Long range three for Owen Hammond is in and out. And the rebound brought down by Shaw. Gets it out to Willoughby. And Willoughby will walk it across the timeline here with 4:24 left in the fourth quarter. Willoughby throws it over to Ketchel. Ketchel looking to get it inside, does to Wasson. Wasson gets it out to Shaw. Shaw spins it out. Gage Willoughby, left wing three. In and out, was halfway down. Mitchell Wasson has it scored out of his hands. And it'll go back to Northern Valley with 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Gage Willoughby took his time on that shot, just could not have it fall. 60-39. Red Devils out in front here by 21. 4:06 left in the fourth quarter. On the drive, three ball on the way. Missed it. Backside rebound out of the hands of Brady Gehring. That was Connor David on the three from the left corner. Hammond will inbound underneath his own hoop. Hammond, ball above his head. Looking to get it in. Squirts it out to David in the left corner. David, couple of dribbles. Hands it off here. Now on the drive is Thalheim missed the layup. Tapped around a couple of times. Back the other way. Brady Gehring in the right corner. Brady driving. Right baseline. Wraps it around. And they say he traveled with 3:41 to go. 60-39. Red Devils with that lead. 3:37 to go. Over into the left corner. Inside to Hammond. And Brady Gehring working against him will be called for a foul. I think we got a timeout of the floor. Timeout taken by Northern Valley. We'll take one with them. 60-39. Red Devils in front here in quarter number 4. 101.1 KFNF.
Creative Collision in Oberlin reminds you, when involved in an accident, the insurance company will pay for towing to the shop of your choice within a reasonable distance. Not the closest shop available. No law requires you to get more than one estimate. You choose the shop and authorize the repairs. Remember, your car, your choice. Creative Collision, Oberlin's choice body shop for all your collision and restoration services. Call them at 785-470-2130 or stop by at 1843 Highway 83 in Oberlin.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
3:34 left, fourth quarter, 60-39. Red Devils in front as we've seen 3 foul outs in the contest. Davin Jensen, Tyler Rossmeyer both fouled out. And Griffin McKinney for the Huskies have fouled out. Inside, backdoor cutting is Thalheim, and he's able to lay that up and in for 2. 29 points for Tate Thalheim. 60-41, 19-point game for the Red Devils. Ketchel on the left wing, pump fakes, driving it, left baseline, lobbing it up to Shaw, and Shaw will have it taken away by Thalheim. Thalheim up the near side of the floor, dumps it off underneath there, and a charge will be called. Brady's been looking for it all night long, and will finally get it. Tate Thalheim will be whistled for his 3rd foul. 60-41, Red Devils lead by 19 with 3:12 to go in the 4th quarter. And Gage Willoughby lead the Red Devils across the timeline, up the near side of the floor, gets a screen from Ketchel, lobs it inside. Caden Shaw up for 2, and he's got it. Caden Shaw, that season high, continues to get higher and higher. He's got an even 20 points, 62-41. Thalheim for 3, in and out, rebound underneath Mitchell Watson. Mitchell staying strong, is able to get it out to Brady Gehring. Gehring up the far side of the floor, crossing over a couple of times, stops with the basketball between the rings, hands it off here to Willoughby, over to the left wing for Ketchel, to the top of the key for Wasson. Wasson throws over the right wing for Willoughby. Willoughby, 2:30 left, 4th quarter, 62-41, Red Devils by 21. Out of the high post, fakes the handoff now, gets it off, ditches it to Ketchel. Great pass, Mitchell Watson. Great finish, Bryson Ketchel. He's got 8, 64-41 as the lead extends again. So the Red Devils lead it by 23, 64-41, 2:12 left, 4th quarter. Backdoor cutting Thalheim, dumps it off underneath, spins up and in for 2. Owen Hammond, he's got 12 points. 64-43, 2:01 left here in quarter number 4. Now down to 157. Ketchel looking, lobs it up. Mitchell Watson, hard dribble, up for 2, missed it. Can't get his own board, out to Hammond. Hammond taking it coast to coast. Hammond right by Willoughby, who couldn't go after him with the 3 fouls. And Hammond will lay it up and in for 2, 14 points, 64-45. Back to a 19-point game. Willoughby down right lane line of the rack. And count the bucket and 1 for Gage Willoughby, taking it coast to coast. And no, they're going to say the foul was on the floor, but it's the 5th on Northern Valley, so Gage gets to go to the free throw line and shoot 2 anyway. The foul goes against Connor David, his first. Willoughby at the free throw line to shoot the first of the 2, and he drains it. Oh, they did count the bucket. So Gage, with 13 points, makes his and 1 free throw. His first time at the free throw line tonight. And on the other end, Hammond responds. He's now got 16. and has made back-to-back-to-back buckets. 67-47, 20-point game. Willoughby trying to cross over, and they call a carry. They haven't called it all night, and now they decide to call it with 1:17 to go in the fourth quarter. 67-47. Thalheim will inbound in front of his own bench. Across the timeline, Hansen. Hansen gets it inside. Hammond over the right shoulder, throws it up for two, missed it. Catcher with a rebound. Gets it out here to Willoughby. Willoughby up the near side, left to right across the timeline. Willoughby taking it all the way down, lays it off glass, and in for two. Gage Willoughby coast to coast. He's got 16 points and to make it 69-47. Crossover Thalheim, long range three, no. And Brady Gehring comes up with a loose ball underneath. Shaw now to Willoughby. Willoughby across the timeline with 47 seconds to go. Willoughby behind the back a couple of times, throws it over to Brady Gehring on the right wing. Brady with the basketball. Looking to pull it back out. Gets it over to Willoughby. Willoughby pump fakes. Willoughby spins. And now looking to drive, and I think Kyle Breth has called a timeout to sub in some reserves here with 33 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Time out of the floor. We'll take one with them. 69-47. Red Devils in front on 101.1 KFNF.
It's costing more and more to fill up your gas tank these days. When you pay at the pump at Decatur Co-op, you pay less, and you don't have to be a member to enjoy great competitive rates. Decatur Co-op has pay at the pump in Lenora, Jennings, Oberlin, and Herndon, Kansas, along with Danbury, Nebraska. Plus, you don't have to worry about whether it's cash or credit. All prices are the same, and Decatur Co-op accepts all major credit cards and the Decatur Co-op Association card. Next time, fill up at Decatur Co-op.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
69-47, 33 seconds to go here in the contest. Boys side of things between Oberlin and Northern Valley. It's been all Oberlin from the start, 21-10 after the first, 37-19 at half, 54-29 after three, and now 69-47 here in the fourth quarter. Gage Willoughby with the basketball. Looking to get it to somebody here, uses a screen. Gage in the left wing, and will travel with it before he pulls up from three. 25 seconds to go here. Turnovers and fouls. That's kind of been the name of the game for either team tonight as well. Up the middle of the floor, Zane Brown brings it across the timeline, and he travels. So with 21 seconds left, it goes back to Oberlin here. Into the contest for the Red Devils, Caleb Meisner into the contest, along with Jesse Hendrickson. Gage Willoughby still out there. Hayden Allen also into the game, and Willoughby has it stolen away by Hammond, and Hammond will take it coast to coast and lays it in to make it a 20-point game at 69-49. Willoughby with 6 seconds to go, down to 5, gets it across here, the timeline to Plassard, and dumps it off. And Plassard trying to take it to the rack, but it won't count, and that is the end of the contest. So Owen Hammond will finish with 18 after that breakaway layup. 69-49, it's a 20-point win for the Red Devils here tonight as they break their 3-game losing streak and improve to 5-4 on the season. We'll take a quick break, come back with their final numbers here on 101.1 KFNF.
Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high-moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pin riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad you did.
There's absolutely no better way to start 2025 than beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
The Red Devils play here on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oberlin, wrapping things up here for you tonight as the Red Devils take down the Northern Valley Huskies 69-49. It's a clean sweep between the boys and the girls. Girls win 58-31. Boys win 69-49. Let's take you through your final numbers. We'll start with the Northern Valley Huskies. They get 29 points from Tate Thalheim. Don't know if that is his career season high, but it's got to be one or the other, that's for sure. 29 points for Thalheim tonight, 2 for Caden Lowry, and 18 from Owen Hammond. For the Oberlin Red Devils individually, 4 points from Davin Jensen, 8 from Bryson Kettrell, 6 from Mitchell Watson, 16 from Gage Willoughby, 3 from Brady Gehring, 14 from Tyler Rossmeyer, and 20 from Caden Shaw. That is Caden Shaw's season high. His previous season high was 10 points against Trigo and DCS, and he winds up with 20 here tonight. The Red Devils put up 69 points, which is their highest point total of the season, coming in second there to the Rawlins County win all the way back in December. So most points tonight for the Red Devils in a game this season as they get the win 69-59. Team stats, Northern Valley 12 of 25 at the free throw line. Oberlin 13 of 21. So both the Red Devil boys and girls in a much-needed win tonight, especially that'll help hopefully a little bit with the seeding purposes for the Northwest Kansas League Tournament, which will be seeded after tonight. We should have some brackets tomorrow that we will be posting as well. But then looking ahead, Red Devil basketball returns this Friday when they make the trip down to take on a rival Hoxie. We'll have all the action starting with girls pregame at 5:45 approximately. Tip-off at 6. I know they'll have JV games and stuff before, and it's all in one gym, so we might be running a little bit behind. But approximately 5:45 pregame for the girls, 6 o'clock tip there for the girls, and then boys action will follow. But it's a clean sweep tonight between the boys and the girls. Red Devil boys win 69-49. Red Devil girls win 58-31. I'm Sam Knoll, and I'm signing off saying so long and good night here from Oberlin.
Always the most and only the best of today's country. The country leader, 101.1 KFNF. Oberlin, McCook, 101.1 KFNF.